get to do this every day?
It was a surprise. They didn't know you were here, so they're thrilled.
The lamentations of the women. Thank you.
I am so happy to meet you, and I know you don't do this a lot, so there's like a mystery around you. You don't do these things a lot.
Yeah. I'm kind of like a groundhog. I only come out it's like once a year. Instead of seeing my shadow, I see you.
Oh, well, that's... I'm so flattered that you came out to see me.
Well, thank you.
That's great. So, do people, because you do really look exactly alike. You look like you're still like 4 years old.
Yeah, how can a person look too much like himself?
Yeah.
It's a curse and a blessing. Like, still got the same face.
Is it? I mean, do people... So people always recognize you?
Yeah, again, it's kind of a curse and a blessing.
Right.
I can get to any restaurant I want without a reservation, but while I'm there, everyone's staring at me.
Right.
And all going, oh.
Yeah,
like the whole time.
Because you do. You seem still like very young.
Oh.
Do you, when you think of all those movies, when you think of Home Alone, I mean, do you remember all of it, or is it just has been shown so much that you think you remember it?
I mean, yes and no. I don't really watch them all that often. We did like a 15-year anniversary DVD commentary, and I realized I hadn't seen it in 15 years. Whereas Chris Columbus, he'd watch it the night before, like a responsible human being. No, it's kind of it's background radiation at Christmas time kind of thing, and I've had people who want to sit down and watch it with me, which is both flattering and creepy.
Yes.
When I'm watching it, I'm seeing I'm remembering that day on set. How I was hiding my Pepsi behind the couch or something like that.
Yeah. So you do remember it.
I can't watch it the same way other people.
Yeah, I was going to say. So when it comes on, which it comes on, I'm sure every Christmas, every Thanksgiving, you don't watch it.
No, not really.
And you don't go out of the house during that time.
Yes, I definitely don't.
Yeah.
It's my season.
Yeah. It's Macaulay season.
Yes, it's Macaulay. It's Macaulay season. So, I try to go out less and less around that time of year.
I would imagine, and this would, if I were you, it would drive me insane. Do people come up to you and want you to put your hands on your face?
Yes.
Oh my God, what do you say to them?
He's like, no.
Yeah, right.
I've already been there, done that already.
Right,
guys.
right.
I'm 37 now, okay? Hey, Mom.
I just think, I'm sure that people want you to do that, and they don't understand that everybody
wants me to do it.
Want you to do that. So you were, and I also learned that, and I don't know why I didn't remember this, but you studied ballet, you were a dancer.
Yeah. I was almost a ballet dancer, first for a while there. I'd go off and do Uncle Buck, and then I'd turn around and go back home to do the Nutcracker at Lincoln Center. So I did that for a number of years. I was a professional ballet dancer.
And do you?
Oh, there I am. Yeah, look at that.
That's amazing. That's very impressive.
Yeah.
And then, do you still dance? Do you still like to dance?
I mean, I don't dance like that anymore.
Right.
Right. The outfits don't fit anymore. I like to dance. I like to dance with my lady or whatever, that kind of stuff. But I definitely don't do ballet anymore.
You don't study dance or anything?
No. Yeah. My feet, my hips appreciate it. So yeah.
So you had 6 brothers and sisters, right?
Yeah, I'm third of 7.
7.
Yeah, my mom didn't have a family. She had a litter.
Yes.
Just oodles of Culkins.
Yeah. And was that, what is the memory of that, too? Because that was there was a lot of you in one room.
Yeah, we grew up in a 1-bedroom apartment in Manhattan. Yeah.
Wow.
So it was pretty much 9 people, 7 kids and 2 parents. So we lived on top of each other. They were literally stacking us. They were stacking bunk beds. So yeah, it was, it was like sardines. But it was a good time. We were a close-knit family because of that. There's just no such thing as privacy.
And then you start working, and you were just huge at such a young age for so long. And then you kind of stopped when you were, what, 14?
Yeah, about 13, 14. Yeah,
you
took about a decade off.
Yeah. And so you stopped and because you were just tired of it, or do you think you took it for granted because it was so easy?
Yeah, I was tired of it, to be honest. I did 14 movies in 6 years or something like that.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. I was away from home a lot. I was away from school. I was just, I needed something else. I needed to grow and develop as a person. I was looking forward to high school. Like I was actually looking forward to going to school.
And did you go to high school?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yeah, I lived the dream.
Yeah. Was it everything that you wanted it to be, or was it like, oh, this isn't so great?
No, it was great to be around people my own age, like for once.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, like I'm working with adults the whole time. So.
Right, but was it hard for you to be Macaulay Culkin in high school? Did people treat you differently?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm always treated differently.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, whether I like it or not. But at the same time, like that's the kind of stuff that you have to figure out. Like, especially if you're coming into your own. Like, those are some really formative years. Like,
Yeah.
You know, so. Like yeah, it was the smartest thing I possibly could have done.
Yeah.
Taking like that 8 years off or whatever.
Oh, man, I can't imagine. All right, I have so many questions for you, and hopefully you have answers. We're going to take a break, and we'll talk more with Macaulay after this. Yeah. We're back with Macaulay Culkin, and so I have questions about, because I think anybody who starts so young in this business, a lot of it really can screw you up in many ways.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you don't ever see your money again because you start, you start working, and you don't really know how much you're making because your parents have control of it.
Yeah, you're just a kid.
Right, so you don't know. So when you stopped working at 14, when did you realize then you don't have to work again? At what age did you see your money?
I didn't see it until I turned 18. You had I call it the slip of paper meeting, where they kind of pretty much put a number on a piece of paper and like slide it across the table, and then boom, there you go. Like yeah. So it was. I felt like some kid worked really, really hard, and I inherited all of his money, pretty much. Yeah. I had kind of no real sense, but at the same time, it allows me to treat everything like a hobby, really. Like I do nothing for my dinner, like nowadays. So I can kind of I can do all kinds of projects that I want to do, whether it's writing or painting or new website, whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah.
So you worked all that time, and you act like that you weren't the one who worked that hard, but you're the one who worked that hard.
There was a weird disconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have this podcast that you're doing.
Yes, Bunny Ears.
Bunny Ears. What is Bunny Ears, and what do you explain that?
Gosh, I mean, it is me and my buddy Matt Cohen, and we kind of just talk about things and stuff. And we do. Sometimes we have guests. We do a lot of themes. Like it'll be a theme about firsts, like just firsts, like anythings, or conspiracy theories, or sometimes we just shoot the breeze. And we've had some really great guests. We've had Seth Green and Breckin Meyer were on together, which was great.
That's great. All right, so you have so many great experiences. I have these images that I'd like you to look at, and just first thought that crosses your mind.
Okay.
My Girl, which is 1991.
That's me.
All right, what's your thought there?
It was like stupid girl. Look
Yeah.
I'm gonna kiss a girl.
Really?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we got along very well, but at the same time, it was also like, this is so embarrassing, But, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you have your hobbies because of her.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, and next picture?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's me doing SNL. I was doing I was with Simon.
And you remember that?
Heck yeah, I do.
Wow.
I remember it because I did the whole episode without cue cards.
Wow.
It was my father was quite insistent about that, so I had to memorize the whole episode.
Everyone uses cue cards on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, but not the 9-year-old, I guess.
Yeah, well, sure. All right, the next one.
Oh God, that is the most 90s photo I've ever seen. That's me and Doogie and Urkel and the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell by my reaction. I'm just like, this is so 90s.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm probably wearing Reebok pumps or something.
All right, the next one.
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that gold. Look at me shine.
Yeah, I forgot you were in that video.
Yeah, me too.
Totally forgot. And then next one.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, that's Party Monster.
Yeah,
Yes,
Party
yes.
Monster.
Yeah, look at that. So you're the ones who saw it.
Yeah. And then one.
I love the outfits. I love the the changeovers. Those are great.
All right, one more.
Cool. Yeah, woohoo! That's when I was doing my band, the Pizza Underground. We took Velvet Underground songs and reworded them to be about pizza. Take a bite of the wild slice. Yeah. Waiting for the delivery man. It was
Fantastic. One more? Oh, there's one more.
Ooh, we got another one.
Ah.
There you go. They tape the pages closed. So.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
It's not nice. You
No.
know, yeah. I was, it was exciting though.
Yeah.
Still had one in my hands.
All right. Well, I'm so happy that you came on the show. I'm happy to meet you.
Me too.
And to learn more about Macaulay's Bunny Ears website and podcast, you can go to our website. We'll be right back. Thanks so much for being here. He left a 3-week-old baby to be here. So thank you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's actually kind of rough to do that. It's only 3 nights away from home, but there is an upside to it, which is I can finally complain about how tired I am.
Uh-huh.
I think when I'm home, if I even just let the words like, oh man, I'm tired, my wife just gives me this
Yeah.
like this look that says like, I wake up every 20 minutes to breastfeed. How dare you, sir?
Yeah.
So now I get to be on TV talking about how tired I am.
Yeah, well.
And I got like 6 hours of sleep last night.
Oh, you
It's,
poor
like,
thing.
luxurious.
Yeah.
It's great.
No, thank you for being here because
Thank you.
we've been asking for you to be on. I'm a huge fan, and so you've been acting since 5. So is
I guess so.
Macaulay older or younger than you?
He's 2 years older, and we kind of started at the same time, I think.
Look at you two.
Oh, wow.
So it's a big family, right? So how many siblings do you have?
There are 7 of us.
7.
Yeah, and at some point, all of us tried the acting bit. Now it's pretty much just me and Rory. Mac does some stuff sometimes, too.
Right. So and does that make you? And this is your first child, right?
So, yeah, and
Okay.
yeah, my mom's first grandchild. And actually, the grandmas are in town visiting their first grandchild, and there's sort of this like unspoken competition going on about which one is more insane. My mom like clucks like a chicken. That's kind of just how she talks. She's like, wait, what? Let's go downtown. And then my wife's mother, I call her the interrupting goose because she doesn't listen to a word that I say. If I start talking, I'll be like, it goes like this. I'll be like, I'm thinking for lunch we can go to. And I think she thinks she's saying huh or what, but I'm like, if you could just let me get to the end of my sentence, you're like, huh? She's nuts. She doesn't listen to a word I say. I'll be in the middle of a story. I love the idea of her watching this on TV right now, me roasting her. I'll be in the middle of a story and I'm just about to get to the punchline and she'll be like, look, that's my friend Nina. Like, this is her apartment. I'm like, does this have to do with my story? Because I was really,
Well, listen, if you want to stay longer, it sounds like you can.
yeah, I might stretch this out for a week till they're
Maybe you want to stay until they both leave.
crazy bird ladies get out of the house. Yeah.
So I have to talk. I don't want to. I want to talk to you forever because I just am a huge fan, and your character and. First of all, I have to ask, is it all scripted or do they let you just play with things?
It's scripted, and
Right.
it's very, very well written. So they don't have to let us play around, but they do. They let us just like mess about a bit. But sometimes like my wife will be like, that sounds like you. Is that your line? I'm like, I don't know anymore. Like,
Right.
I don't, the line is blurred between Kieran and Roman sometimes that like, I have to shut this piece of my brain off that's going to insult somebody. You know, because Roman just like he has no filter.
No, not at all. And I wonder why Roman gets away with that because even you've only been slapped once by your father, which was
in the show,
which was really like it broke my heart because it showed how small you are. Like Roman just was crushed by that.
Yeah.
I'm talking like everybody knows the show because everyone should. But explain what the show is.
So it's about a family. Very rich family. The father's self-made, and he's run billion-dollar industry. He's a media mogul, and basically he's at an age of he's probably going to retire, and which one of his kids is maybe going to take over? Who's going to be in line? And as you watch the show, you find that none of his kids are equipped to.
No.
Particularly this guy who just runs his mouth and has no idea how to do his job.
Yeah, that's who that character is. It is. The show is so good. It's so fascinating, and especially after the Sunday night's episode, I don't know where it's going, but it's frightening and good.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I saw it this morning, and I watched it while I was working out because I knew you were on. Because I missed it Sunday night, but I was just and it's so good. It's so good.
Thank you so
You're
much.
fantastic. I love the show, and stay as long as you want, so you don't have to go back to the
The crazy
the
bird
clucking
ladies.
people. The season finale of Succession. Oh, it's the season finale Sunday at 9. Of course it is.
Yeah.
It's all yes. It's going to be okay. It's at 9 on HBO. We'll be right back. and you got the last time you were here, you.
I had no teeth.
No teeth. No teeth at all.
I know I have braces now.
Uh-huh.
And I have my retainer, which I was so looking forward to getting last time I was here.
Uh-huh.
So I'm having a lot of teeth work.
Uh-huh. And is that's a permanent retainer, or it comes on and off? Well, yes, it comes out. doesn't
It comes
Yeah.
out.
All right.
There it is.
And what about the braces? And the braces are permanent?
They're glued on.
Uh-huh. How long do they stay on?
Well, I've had them on for about 4 months.
Uh-huh.
And the orthodontist hadn't told me when we're getting them off.
Uh-huh.
So that's a little frightening.
Uh-huh.
I was really scared to get them on, though, because the lady was like, well, if you get the metal ones, they're metal. And then if you get the clear ones, they kind of make your lip protrude out a little bit. I'm
Uh-huh.
like,
People pay good money for your lip to protrude out in Hollywood.
but the clear ones, I don't think my lip's protruding.
No, I don't see it
Okay.
protruding. But it must
Okay.
feel weird underneath there to have that
It
kind
is.
of
It's
thing.
like smile and then
Yeah. Yeah.
smile to get your lip.
So you hide it very well. I've never seen. And so did you have those on when you were doing War of the Worlds or not?
No, I didn't. I got them just recently.
Uh-huh. You were really good in that.
Thank
Did you
you.
have fun with Tom Cruise?
I did. Thanks.
Now, so Tom and Katie are going to have a baby.
Yes?
And did you get him a gift already?
A little baby Uggs.
Little baby Uggs. That's
Mhm.
adorable.
Little baby Uggs.
Cute.
Yes.
You're very thoughtful all the time.
Thank you.
Every time I'm here, you give me a gift, and you sent me backstage a bunch of stuff from the movie, which
Right.
includes this from the movie.
My doll.
Your doll and horse. You have a doll already.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Well, you gotta get a hairdresser though. That doll has crazy hair.
My hair in the movie is curly, and that's my natural hair. But that's a little too natural there.
Yeah, that's too natural. All right. And hey, are you excited about Halloween coming up, Dakota?
I am. I'm so excited. I'm going to be Scarlett O'Hara this year.
Yeah.
I was Scarlett O'Hara last year when I was filming the movie, but none of my friends really got to see it because I was in Louisiana.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to be it again this year.
We have a picture of you as Scarlett.
There I am. I am.
I was Scarlett last year on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look at me. That's me. Yeah, let's see who's a better one. Let's look at me and you together.
All right.
Look at that. That's good. Now, what are you gonna go trick or treating? You're gonna go door to door?
I do. I go with my friend.
Uh-huh.
in their neighborhood.
Yeah, because that must be the only way you don't get recognized.
Well, everybody. I had the wig on. And somebody said, "Oh, you're such a pretty witch." I was
Uh-huh.
like,
Yeah.
I am Scarlett O'Hara. What do you mean?
That doesn't look like a witch at all.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that person, don't go back to that house. That's not. Although you look a little like Elvira right there, just a tiny bit. All right, Dreamer looks like an amazing movie. It looks so good, and I haven't seen it yet, but I saw some trailers from it today in my office, and I was crying just in the trailers. It's so sweet.
Thank you
It
so
looks great,
much.
and you look like you just are so cute with the horses.
Oh, we had such a great time.
Yeah, and you got a horse from Kurt as a
Yes,
gift?
Kurt gave me a horse.
Oh, that's great. Wait, I
Yes,
have a
this is
picture of the
picture
horse.
there.
Look at you with your horse. Look how sweet that. There you are. That's so sweet. Do you ride often?
I ride every weekend.
Oh, that's
every
great.
weekend. And I named my horse Goldie.
Oh, that's very sweet. Well, she's a pretty horse. He? Oh. All right, Dakota, I know you got some badges. You just became a Girl Scout.
I did.
And you
I
got
did.
some badges, and there's some more badges that we're
Okay.
gonna help you get.
Great.
When we come back. We'll be right back
All
with
right.
Dakota. Back with Dakota Fanning. All right, so you just became a Girl Scout.
Yes.
And how many badges do you have? Is this yours?
This is.
Okay, what do you
This is
have so far?
My sash here.
Uh-huh.
I have 2.
Uh-huh.
I have the acting one
Uh-huh.
and the horseback riding one.
Uh-huh. Great. And how many are there in total?
There's a lot to get.
Really? All right.
I've
Well-
only gotten 2 out of the
Okay,
many.
well, we want to help you get some more. We
Okay.
call the Girl Scouts, and there are 10 requirements for official dance badge.
Okay.
Which this is the obvious place to get a dance badge, right?
Right, of course.
So, all right. One of them, I don't understand this. I was a brownie for one day, by the way. One day. But one of them is called Moods and Moves, in which you show different emotions through dance.
Okay.
So what I thought, we'll go over here,
Okay.
and whatever you do, I want to learn it too, because I'm looking for new dance moves. So
Okay.
I'll call out some moves and moods, basically
Okay.
just a mood, and you do
A
what,
dance?
what you feel, because you're such
Okay.
an amazing actor, and if you can convey that through dance,
Okay.
I'll try to do it as well. Do we have music or no music? All right, so let's hear the music. All right, the first one is happy.
You gotta twist it
Yeah.
out.
All right. I feel happy, all right.
Ole.
All right. Sad.
Okay.
It's almost like a slow motion kind of a thing that
Right.
we're doing.
Exactly.
All right. It's kind of Tai Chi-ish, sort
Yeah,
of.
exactly.
Yeah. Too much caffeine. Wow, you're. All right, midlife crisis.
Again.
Yeah.
Well, it's sad.
Yeah.
You know, kind of
Yeah.
don't know what to do.
Yeah. I think you're supposed to be in a sports car, but all right. Attention starved. All right, I'm giving you so far, you've gotten one that I think you deserve. This isn't
All right.
really legal, but this is the Love to Dance.
Love to Dance?
Yeah, that's the Love to Dance patch. and then the Ellen patch.
Yes!
That's going on your patch also. Hi, Elle.
Hi.
I'm so happy to have you here. We've had
I
your
know.
sister here, and now here you are for the first time.
Yes.
What's going on with that family? Y'all are something.
I know.
Yeah. Really, really special acting.
Thank
very
you.
natural, very
Thanks.
incredible. All right, so and it's your first time here,
Yes.
and but you're taking advantage of the gifts that were given Dakota, right?
Yeah, on Christmas we wore the pajamas that you gave us.
Did you bring a picture?
Yeah, it's my dog. It's of my dog wearing her little outfit.
Did we give you an outfit for your dog?
Yeah.
We did
With
that?
her name on it.
Oh, that's cruel. We should not have done that. That's what. Did your dog enjoy it?
Yeah, she loved it. That was on Christmas.
It doesn't look really like she's thrilled.
Yeah, we put it on there. I think she was like about to jump off the cushion or something. I don't know.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you took advantage of that. And now you have been, both of you have been homeschooled most of your life,
Yes.
right? By your grandmother?
Yeah, I was by my grandmother.
Uh-huh. And now you're in regular school?
I am. I'm in 5th grade.
5th grade. And
Yes.
what's that? Is that an adjustment to go from being homeschooled to being in school?
Well, it was not really, but I was homeschooled kindergarten through 3rd grade, and then I started regular school.
Oh, you
last
did then.
year.
All right.
Yeah.
And now you're in 5th grade. And what
Yes, very excited.
and what are you studying?
Okay, we have this whole thing. It's Colonial Immersion Week this week. So, okay, what it is, you get everyone in 5th grade gets assigned a colonial character. I'm Jane Hunter Carlton, a middle-class milliner, and a milliner's like someone that makes hats and dresses and everything.
Sure.
Yeah, and then there I am. And what we made the clothes.
You or
Yes.
when you say we?
Well, I mean me. Yes, but like,
You made those?
Yes.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's really good. Had you
Everyone
made
had to
clothes
make them.
before?
Yeah, it was so much. I haven't, but it was so much fun. Like we learned to stitch and everything. It was really fun. And
Wow,
now
I
I'm
tried
art
it
studio.
in high school, and I was very bad at it. You hand stitch stuff?
Yes.
That's-
Yeah, we did like the bonnet, and then I sewed on the lace. Then we had
Uh-huh.
to thread the ribbon through the hat.
Yeah, no, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was
that's really
really
good.
fun.
And this is something you sketched for me? You designed?
I did. I love sketching clothes.
So you designed this for me?
I did. I thought that you could wear that on the show.
Okay, well, sure, I could.
Yeah.
Tell me what you have
Okay,
here.
so that's like the purple stitching.
Uh-huh.
And then that's just like a plain white colored shirt.
Uh-huh.
And then there's like silver buttons.
Uh-huh.
And then the tennis shoes.
You have the tennis shoes.
Yes.
I
and-
look a little jaundiced. How come I'm yellow?
Well, I thought like skin color.
Yeah, no, yeah.
and then this is like a white jacket and the white pants with navy blue pinstripe.
I like that. And then you signed it and everything? Thanks a whole lot.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Is that something like, do you want to act for a living, or are there other careers that you're interested in?
I love singing and dancing.
You're a good dancer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then I love sketching clothes. It's really fun.
So there's lots of different areas to go in. But so far, acting, you're doing very well.
and
But then
definitely
you could act and sing and dance. You could do a whole musical.
I know, that'd be great.
That's-
Everything.
Yeah, that's what you probably really want to do. Yeah. Well, you're certainly happy, aren't you?
Yeah.
I like how happy you are.
Thank
and
you.
why shouldn't you be? You've got a lot going on. You're very happy. I know your birthday's coming up soon, so I have a gift for you, okay? And pink is your favorite color?
Pink, yes.
All right. So we have Laugh Dance 11.
Yes! That's really loud.
Yes! All right. See, I'm getting to that age where you find yourself saying things like, "You're all grown up now." You know?
Thank you.
I mean, it's so weird because the last time you were on the show, you were like 9 or something.
I was a lot younger.
Yeah. And how old are you?
14. I'll be 15 in February.
That's amazing. It's just weird to watch people, like Chris Brown was on the show the other day, and I just like watching people grow up is strange. But you look great.
Thank
and you used to be homeschooled, and now you're going to...
I am. I'm in 10th grade. I'm going to a private high school here. I live in California, so here.
And how is that adjustment?
It's been great. Last year was my first year, freshman year.
So you had not been to school at all until then?
Well, I went to school for preschool and first grade.
Oh, yeah, then, yeah.
And then for
So you had tossed a ball with somebody before.
Exactly. And then 2nd grade through 8th grade, I was homeschooled. And then for 9th grade, the big high school, you know, I went to a regular school.
Now you're about to get your driver's license.
Well, I'm only 14. You get your permit when you're 15 and a half, which
Right.
is next August.
Okay.
So I have quite a long ways to go.
Well, never too
for
early
that.
to start working on it. I thought I would help you today. So we have a car, and
I'm so nervous
yeah,
for this.
you should be. And Auntie Ellen is going to teach you how to drive after this.
I'm so excited.
All right.
I can't wait.
We'll be right back. All right, we're back with Dakota Fanning. All right, so we don't want a real car because you're not ready for that yet. But let's bring out the car. Jerry Weintraub gave us a car to use that he's on the lot. All right, this is a good-looking car. Have you ever driven one of these things?
Nothing, no.
No?
No.
All right. Well,
All right, is it, okay, this
you
is
just,
the gas
as
one,
hard
right?
as you can, you hit that pedal. Like, yeah, really. All right, there's the brake is next to it right there. Right. Well, not at the same time. You keep one foot on
just
one.
gas. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Whoa,
okay,
oh my God.
okay. Wait, hit the brake, Take your foot off that one.
Okay,
All right.
Which way, this way?
Well, yeah, now, yeah,
Drink this
you
way.
go that way. Let's just use 1 foot at a time. So
Okay, 1 foot.
One
Here we
is
go.
for that, and when you want to go to brake, go to the other one so you
Okay.
don't confuse the two.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, good.
Okay, going good.
There we go. And you're going to turn, and then you're going to go left.
Okay.
Whoa,
Brake,
left,
brake.
brake. Try to turn really hard. No, not yet,
Okay,
not
okay,
yet,
okay.
not yet.
Wait,
No,
okay.
don't do that.
Just this.
Brake, yeah. All right. Now, see, I think it's too late. Okay, we have to go
Okay,
in
I
reverse.
need to back up.
All right.
Okay.
Here. All right, back up. All right, stop.
Okay.
Brake.
Break it.
Remember, this is Jerry Weintraub's, not ours. All right, and then turn that as hard as you can. It's good we have till next August. All right. Great.
Yeah!
Turn back. All right.
Okay.
All right, that's good.
Just keep going?
Yeah. All right. Now, as fast as you can. You want to go, people tell you to go slow. You go as fast as you can. You're a busy girl. You've got movies to get to.
Got it, okay.
You just go as fast as you can. And you just honk. Go, I'm a movie star. And you just honk. Yeah, all right. Brake.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right.
You didn't hit anything? All right. Let's go. We're going to go.
Am I going to park in this?
I think you're going to go this way.
This way?
And you're going to try parallel park.
Oh.
All right? Okay. All right. A little forward. A little keep going. Oh, okay. Fine. Perfect. All right. Now.
No, do I need to reverse now?
You're going to have to go in reverse.
Okay.
Now, turn. Well,
Turn.
you have to get in that spot. So
Right,
you'll-
okay.
Okay.
So wait, I need to turn
You'll
like
have
that
to,
way.
Yeah, because it doesn't just go that way. We have to go.
That.
Well,
Okay, wait.
not quite. You know,
How am I gonna get in that.
I know, that's the part about parallel parking.
That's the
people
hard
say,
thing, okay.
Is how you do it. That's why people have a lot of problems.
Do I need to go the front this way?
No, you want to go forward.
Okay.
Wait, let's go.
Okay.
Okay, stop. Break. All right. Now, seriously, I didn't realize this was going to be so hard. All right, keep going straight. All right, break. All right, now let's go to reverse. Now, you want to start turning. No, the other way. Start going. All right, turn, because you want to go. Oh, break. Straighten it out. Wait, break. Oh, George Clooney. This is how we get George
I'm in
Clooney.
your parking spot.
All right. The Secret Life of Bees. Don't do anything
okay.
yet. We're in for reverse. The
Oh,
Secret
yeah,
Life of Bees opens in theaters Friday. Misty May Trainer will join us after this, and I could have an injury like her. I could.
Don't worry, this is not until next August. You don't have to worry about me on the roads
All right, you're
until
going-
next August.
Okay.
I have a lot of practice.
Okay. Now we're gonna try that. I love your dress and I love your
Thanks,
shoes. They're
thank
fabulous
you.
shoes. So I saw you on the set of the movie. I walked down there and met.
Yes.
And did you enjoy shooting it?
Oh, so much fun. You met Crystal.
I met Crystal the monkey, which is the greatest monkey in the world, right?
She's a human.
She works more than most actors. She really is in so many movies. She's been in, like, I don't know, just about every movie.
Yeah, she's so cute. She's like the monkey, you know, the movie monkey.
The go-to monkey.
Yes.
Yes. Because she was in Hangover 1, Hangover 2, and she just works all the time. And she really is just a lot of fun. Did you hang out with her a lot?
Yeah, she was always on my shoulder, and she hits people on the head.
Yeah, she does.
And she also, like, she'll give you a kiss, she'll stick out her tongue, and she can smile. And then when we were in the makeup trailer and hair trailer one day, we turned on some music, and she just started dancing to the beat of the music. It's so cute.
That's cute that she knew to dance to.
Yeah. There
That's
she
adorable.
is.
I have an uncle who dances like that. So your sister Dakota is at college now. You must miss her, right?
I do miss her. Yeah, she's at NYU. She's having fun there. But yeah, it's weird, like, not having her in the house because I'm so used to her having her around. It's weird setting the table and, like, oh, Dakota's not here. Like, take that plate away. You know,
Right.
It's sad. But yeah, I mean, I miss her clothes.
All right, let's get to it. You miss her clothes. You don't miss her. You miss her clothes.
It's weird because I go into her closet and, like, it's empty. Where are all the
Clothes you used to
where are all the
steal.
clothes? Yeah, exactly. And then I went to her apartment in New York, and she has all her clothes there. And so I looked in her closet, and I was like, is there anything I can steal that, she wouldn't notice I can bring back to LA with me?
And did you?
I didn't. I would get in so much trouble.
Really?
Yeah.
You just thought about it.
I thought
now,
about
is
it.
she driving? Last time she was here, she said she was going to try to get her driver's license, but it was a little concerning for me. It sounded like she was not going to be a good driver.
Yeah, she has her driver's license, but now she lives in New York, so she hasn't driven in forever. So when she comes back, oh gosh.
Yeah, she was not a good driver.
You, like, got out of the car. You were, like, terrified.
Yeah. I mean, how do you not know how to drive? It doesn't seem that hard. That was trying to parallel park. That's what she was trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, don't get in the car with, especially being in New York. She's not driving there, like you said.
Right, so she's all rusty. When she comes back, I'm
No.
definitely not getting in the car.
Do not get in the car with her. Let's talk about you being on the cover of W Magazine. How
Yeah.
fancy is that? That's pretty.
That was fun getting to do it with her.
I bet it was fun. Look at that. Look at those pictures. They're fabulous.
Yeah, it was one of the most, like, high fashion shoots that we had ever done together.
That's beautiful.
Thanks.
That's amazing. All right, and now let's talk about the really, really important stuff. The Bachelor premiered last night. I know that you're a huge. Is it all reality or just The Bachelor that you're obsessed with?
We love all reality shows.
Uh-huh.
America's Next Top Model, Project Runway, Big Brother comes on this summer. We're so excited for that.
So you're already looking forward to the summer. Wow. So and The Bachelor, you like every season, every one of them, or are you looking forward to this one because you like him?
I like him, but I like the best part is when the host comes out and he's like, ladies, this is the final rose tonight. And it's like the best part, because the Bachelor's like standing there with the final rose, and then he's like contemplating like which one, he already knows which one. But
Right.
like you see him like thinking like, which one am I gonna choose to send off? And then
Right.
and then like he comes out and he's like, it's the final rose tonight. And it's like the best thing. He says it the same every single
I know.
time.
Portia and I, we say it with him, and because he always ends, when you're ready. And then he
Yes.
walks away.
And he does the hand.
Yes, when you're ready.
Yes.
Yeah. It's my favorite part, too. let's. Next time you watch The Bachelor, you'll start saying it with us.
Yes.
So you're always wearing sunglasses when I see you in photographs. Let's take a look at some of them. They're not really sunglasses. They're all different kinds of glasses.
Yes.
But you like sporting glasses, right?
I love glasses. Yeah, because I have contacts in right now, but my eyes are actually not good. So
Not good eyes.
I'm nearsighted, so I can't see far away. So, but I try to get like very unusual glasses. That's like my favorite thing.
I got you some glasses because if you like glasses, I thought these might be
did?
fabulous. Put them on. Let's see what they look like.
Oh my God! They have your face on them.
Yep. We can go out together. Yep.
Oh my gosh!
We'll go out together.
This is amazing.
All right, you're
and
welcome.
we can be like, this is the final roast tonight in the class.
Yeah, we can watch it together and say it together. Let's do it. We Bought a Zoo is in theaters now. We'll be right back. Elle Fanning, everybody. Well, you look damn good.
Thank you.
Really good. I like the whole thing.
Like the whole thing?
I like that. I like this.
Yeah.
What, are you still filming something, or is
I
this
am.
just you?
No, this is a movie I'm shooting called The Bad Times at the El Royale. It's set in
Is that the one where you had the handlebar mustache as well?
This is it. Well, this is sort of probably a little shorter than it was, but this is how it is in the movie.
Right.
Yeah. I was telling my wife, I was like, it looks good, right? I look like Robert Redford, old school movie star. She's like, yeah, I look like an 80s porn star. An 80s cop or something. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, it's a sexy 80s porn star is what it is. But wait, no, I saw a handlebar mustache on you. Was that the same film or a different
It's the
film?
same film.
Same
The
film.
continuity may have drifted a little bit there, and that
yeah.
might have shaved a little close.
I like them both. Okay, I have questions. There's a picture I saw of you with a koala, and it's not koala bear, it's koala, correct?
Koala, yeah.
It's not a bear.
I found that out.
What
as well.
family is it in?
It's, I've no idea.
I don't either.
The Australian marsupial family, I
It's a
believe.
marsupial,
Yeah.
like a kangaroo.
Yeah, don't ask me what that means either.
Well, it has a pouch,
It has a pouch.
right? I think
they have
so.
a pouch. I should know, shouldn't I?
Well, yes, you should.
But I did hold one.
Yes, I know. There's a
And,
picture of you holding it. I thought,
Yeah.
first of all, I thought that you weren't supposed to hold them, and I thought that they had claws.
Turns out if you're famous, you get to do all the wrong things. And it happens quite often. I'm like, should we be doing this? They're like, yeah.
Take
click,
it.
click, click,
yeah.
click.
But was it clawy?
It
Did have
was.
claws?
I had big old scratches, and I kept looking at my wife, and I was like, is yours scratching you? She's like, nah, it's fine, it's fine. And
So you hand it to your daughter.
yes, I gave it to my daughter.
Right. So koalas don't have pouches? They do have
They
pouches.
do have pouches. Are they a marsupial?
Right. Yes.
Oh, please, this is not
Oh.
going to air in Australia, is it?
Yeah.
No, it'll never make it that far across the sea.
No, they'll never see it over there. And then here, I want to show you, I don't need to show you, you've seen the video, I'll show you the video. Here you are surfing with your daughter. Look at the ominous clouds that you go, let's go out here, honey, this seems safe. And look at her on his back. That is impressive.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, why would you go out in that kind of storm that's about to...
Well, it was a quick surf because that was
Yeah.
Approaching
Right.
rapidly.
And it's hard enough to, I mean, I've never surfed, but I would think it's hard enough to surf without somebody clinging to your throat.
Yeah, I mean, I occasionally get back problems, and ever since I've started doing that, they've gotten worse.
Right.
It's like 20 pounds extra weight, but it's also you being choked out. It's like
Yes.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu meets surfing, and
But was it your idea?
yeah, and I didn't think it would stick, and they're like, more.
Yeah.
And my daughter's like, I want to get a barrel now, Dad. I'm like, nah, that's a little dangerous.
But that's amazing. They're too young to start surfing right now, right?
No, they surf. Yeah, I mean,
Really?
very tiny little waves.
Yeah.
But
a tiny little surfboard like that?
nah, big surfboard. That's very easy.
Oh,
for
because
them to get
the
up.
bigger the, yeah.
But they love it, and it's sort of, I mean, where we live is just perfect to do that, and we push them into tiny little waves, and they're water babies from the.
So
first
she's 5,
She's 5. She's 6, and the boys are 4.
the boys are 4. Okay, and your wife speaks Spanish, so do they speak Spanish?
Yeah, they're fluent in Spanish.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you speak Spanish?
It's one sentence.
So you don't know what they're saying when they're all talking around the house?
No, I don't. I sort of pretend to. Like my wife was, we'd be telling them off and saying, which is what it sounds like to my ear. And I'll be standing there like, that's right. What'd you say? What'd you tell him?
But I would think that it would be easy to learn because your wife speaks Spanish and she would help you.
You'd think. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't.
Yeah. It's
all right.
usually when I hear the Spanish directed at me, it's usually in pretty unfortunate, controversial, aggressive situations. So I'm just thinking of like, what is she saying right now, and what's my comeback to this, and when we're fighting, basically.
Yeah.
Which is never.
She fights in Spanish?
If she gets angry enough, that she'll just like
well, then you
drop
need...
the facade, the English facade, and it's like.
That's not how Spanish sounds.
It's not how it sounds.
Not at all. All right, we have to take a break, but I have to ask him about this. Should we ask after the break or now? Okay, I'll ask now, Andy. So Matt Damon was here. You and Matt Damon are pals.
Yeah.
So he went with his family. They're hanging out with you.
Yeah.
You're saying that it's safe to go in the water.
Wait, yeah. Well, so the first, he came a while ago and he's like, oh, what about the snakes and the sharks and the spiders? I'm like, man, you're fine. There's nothing. It's all, whatever. Anyway, his daughter he came on the show and told the story about how his daughter got a jellyfish sting, which was one of the worst I've ever seen.
Yes.
And I was like, that's a one-off. That's a thing that, wow, what a random thing. So he comes back over again, gives it a second shot, Australia. And we pull up to the cafe, he gets out of the car, takes one step and just takes a 6-foot leap, jump backwards. And he goes, oh my God. Huge, big snake. And he stood straight on it. And he's like, you keep telling me that, like, they're more scared of you and da-da-da, nothing's... This is the snake and the jellyfish. I'm like, you know what? You're the problem.
Yeah.
It's not Australia.
It's him.
He's the problem. So we've had to kick him out of Australia for our sake.
I see. He gives you a bad name.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
How big was it?
It was a pretty big one. Big, sleepy one, though.
But sleepy.
Well, wait, I'm the tourism ambassador for Australia, so...
All right. Yeah. You don't even know what a marsupial
I'm going to
is.
get a phone call saying, why are you deterring people from coming with the dangerous animals?
Yeah. Well, you're
fight.
keeping it the population down. That's good.
That's right.
Hello, Liam.
Thank you. Hello. Hi.
Well,
How are you?
people are really excited about this movie.
Yes.
Did you have? I keep asking everyone who's on the show that's a part of this movie. Did you have any idea it would be this kind of excitement?
I think when we signed up, it wasn't nearly as big as what it's become. I feel like every day it's getting more and more attention and it's becoming crazy. And I was really nervous before I'd seen the film because I really didn't want it to suck. And it's now that I've seen it, I feel good.
Because you had read the books before.
Yeah.
Before you even auditioned for the film.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. We all read the books, I think, before we met with anyone.
Yeah.
So.
And so you thought, I don't want to, because these books are so popular, you want to do it justice, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think Gary Ross was a big part of that, and Suzanne Collins is a big part of writing the script. So it is very true to the book.
And so you have been all over the world promoting this. Where did you just come back from? Do you know?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I mean, really, because you're just on this crazy whirlwind. You're.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't slept in about 2 weeks. I've been to Europe, I've been to London, Paris, Berlin. It's all been really, really crazy and nice to see how passionate people are about it.
Yeah.
So,
Elizabeth Banks was here the other day, and she said somebody asked her, or they put in marker, like it seemed to be permanent marker across their face, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Have you had fans like that?
Yeah, I have. It's interesting to meet someone with their name across your forehead, their forehead.
Oh, are they doing that for you too?
Yeah, I've seen Liam, I've seen Gail, my character. I got asked to sign someone's collarbone at one point. That was interesting.
In like Sharpie, like permanent marker?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So this is, how are you handling all this kind of sudden attention? Because usually there's a build up and you do a few films and then all of a sudden people know who you are. But to have this kind of attention so quickly, how does that feel to you?
It's a little overwhelming, but it's really exciting at the same time. I feel so fortunate to be part of such a great project and a great ensemble.
The Hunger Games is going to open in theaters today, but we want to. There's a fan in the audience that we want to give her a little special gift.
Oh, good.
And her name is Lauren Langyel. Where's Lauren Langyel? Come on down. I'm going to give you a really, I know you're a huge fan, right? Oh my gosh. So
how are you?
Wait until you see. Here you go. It's going to be for your bedroom.
That's nice.
All right, Liam, if you'll just sign that.
sign that.
That's like the one I have in my bedroom. So you put that.
You know, I have plenty of other photos that didn't have a shirt
Yeah.
off, but that's good.
All right, so you're going to sign it to
You want
Lauren.
a particular place
Where,
on there
Lauren,
where I
you
can
just
sign
tell
it for
him.
you? Here, I'll do it across my arm.
Okay.
How about that? You're welcome. We'll be right back. Hi, Timothy.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming back. You actually were supposed to be here a couple of weeks ago, and then you got sick.
I know, I was genuinely sick.
Yeah.
I was genuinely sick.
Yeah. Well,
Truly.
it bummed me out. I was so excited, but then you're here, and I'm happy to see you again.
Thank you for having me back, and thank
Yeah.
you, everyone, for being here.
Yes, welcome. If they weren't here, it'd be weird.
That
It
would
just
be a weird thing.
Just be me and you.
That's
just
not normal to
just,
think,
Just
everyone.
quiet.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever done that?
Yes, we actually did it as a joke. I did it with Will Ferrell. We did some weird thing where he showed up on a Saturday and nobody was here. And it was funny. So I think you're here for free clothes. Is that right?
Yes. You have like the best gear.
Thank you so much.
Like Ellen has very comfortable underwear. They're very
Yeah.
tied to your body.
Yes, and you're always posting T-shirts. You're always wearing my
that's true.
T-shirt, the
Yes.
underwear. It's wonderful. But it seems like you need more clothes.
Well, that's why I'm here, because there's a bunch of new
Yeah.
Ellen T-shirts in the back for me today.
That's right, there are. All right, so the last year, I mean, you're such a good actor. You're so amazing. You were nominated for an Oscar, and now you're nominated for tons of awards. You were just at the Golden Globes, and Beautiful Boy it's brilliant, and you're amazing in it.
Thank
You
you.
really are. It's just. And I mean, really, if you haven't seen it, it's a very important film to see. It's fantastic, and it's Timothy, and it's Steve Carell, and it's about a very important subject matter, and he's just beautiful in it, beautiful boy. And
Beautiful.
is it getting easier for you to go to these award shows now?
No, it's nerve-wracking. This is all nerve-wracking, honestly, but in a good way, and I'm very grateful for all of it. But you know, it's just a surreal thing to. Yeah, I've been looking up to everyone in these rooms basically my whole life, so it's a weird thing to be, you know, there.
Yeah, and well, you deserve to be there. You're one of those people now that everybody's looking up to you. Seriously, but I love the way you dress. I think you're like, I mean, every time you just have such great style, and you wore the coolest thing to the Globes, and people didn't really understand who was that.
That's a Louis Vuitton, like Virgil Abloh. That's the guy. That's a designer who did it.
So it was fantastic, and people thought you were wearing a harness of some
Yeah,
sort.
no, I thought it was a bib. They told me it was a bib, and I had a friend send me a thing that, like sex dungeon culture is a thing where you wear harnesses. So
that
maybe that's.
That got a lot of pickup.
I didn't do it for that reason, but.
Yeah. Anyway, you always look so good, and you brought your mom.
Brought mom, yeah.
How was that?
That was that was great. We don't like. I was like excited to see Lady Gaga and Rami Malek, and she was like excited to see like Tony Shalhoub and Dick Van Dyke. So we're not like.
Well, there was somebody for everybody then.
Yeah, exactly. We're not the same type of fan, I guess. But it was great to be there with her, and she was really excited.
That's sweet. You brought her.
And it was great. And we danced with no shoes at the after party, and she wore off-white, which is like she didn't really. That's like a men's streetwear thing. So I didn't tell her that was like a men's streetwear thing. But look, there's a picture right there. We were having a great time. We were dancing together.
Yeah, you are. And so you're very close. And were you a good kid?
I was, yeah, I was a good kid. I mean.
That took too long.
Sorry, well, I had things to make up for, and I used to go on these cruise ships with my mom. Like when I was like 8 to 12 years old, we would do these cruise ships together, and we were pulling into port once, and she was getting out of a shower, she was drying herself, and she went on the balcony just to like kind of go like woo as we were pulling into port. And just to, be funny, I locked the door, just locked the balcony door, and kind of like pretended to be like leaving the room, just kind of dancing about. And I thought it'd be really funny if I actually left the room and like gave it a minute or 2 minutes or something and like let her back in. And I waited like 3 minutes and I didn't have my key card after I realized. And like we were pulling, like our balcony was on the side of the.
Was she naked?
She was naked. Yeah. Yeah. That's not like a weird thing though when you're prepubescent, right?
No.
Maybe I shouldn't have brought that up, but I like ran the length of the ship a couple times and was like weeping and truly like, and finally got a key card when I came back in. She had taken, there was like a little like foyer thing to put her feet, and and she had like covered herself with it, and she like threw it. Anyway, I was devastated. I was really devastated. She saw how devastated I was.
Right. But I mean, if you're pulling into port, there are people on the dock seeing her.
Seeing her, yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah. So yeah, you have some things to make up for.
Okay.
So you just shot Little Women.
Yeah,
with
I did.
Meryl Streep.
And Saoirse Ronan, who was just here.
And
Saoirse was at the Globes, like collecting weird stuff to bring on this show.
Yeah, she brought a bag full of like dead tulips and the.
But it was a really weird thing to see like happening.
Yeah.
While she was there because like at the table where everyone's like sitting, and she'd be like grabbing stuff and like putting it in her pocket.
And she said she was doing it for me.
And she said she was doing it for you.
That was really
So I
sweet.
didn't know what that meant. It
Yeah.
sounded like I don't know what was going on.
It's like a scavenger hunt or something like
yeah,
that.
like a little scavenger hunt.
All right, we have to take a break. We're going to talk about this movie that you're so good in. But before we go to break, I got you a little something. I know there's stuff in the dressing room, but we have more things for you.
Oh my Lord, that's so much stuff.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
Thank you. Wow.
All right. We'll be back.
Oh man.
Hi. Hi. I cannot stop talking about your show, Sex Lives of College Girls. I watched all the episodes back to back. I'm so excited you're here. So you are from a family of artists. Everybody knows about your brother, Timothy Chalamet, but the really interesting thing, yeah, you can whoop it up for Timothy. Okay. He's cute, but he's not here. She is. You grew up in an artist colony?
Yeah, it was a very special place to grow up in retrospective. While I was growing up there, I think sometimes I was a little overwhelmed by the fact that there were many different types of performing artists that lived there, and you would be hearing singing and dancing and
that must
piano
get loud.
It get very loud, and they have rehearsal hours in the building. Like I remember, I used to take piano growing up, and my grandmother lived in the building too, and my mother would say, "Go practice at your grandma's." And I was like, okay. And then she's like, you have to go before the rehearsal hours end.
What happens when rehearsal hour ends?
Well, then the security guard can get called if neighbors are like, somebody's still practicing piano.
So there's just like tap and singing and banging on drums
until
and then...
like 10 p.m. and it's like done.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Did you always know that you wanted to be an actress?
I don't know. I did and I didn't. I went about it in many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
I had a long path to getting.
Well, you
where
played
I
the
am.
piano.
I played the piano.
And I heard from my friend Sarah Hyland that you did the ballet.
I did the ballet. I did ballet, yeah, with Sarah when I was a kid. She actually, once we would go together for pizza a lot after ballet or before, and she actually taught me that I could put Parmesan cheese on top of my pizza.
Oh yeah, no, that's a classic.
I didn't know that until Sarah.
Well, you know,
So-
people in artist colonies don't learn that kind
Exactly,
of thing.
exactly.
It's just, it's pretty exotic. Okay, let's talk about your show though, The Sex Lives of College Girls. For those who haven't seen it, can you give like a little blurb it?
I can
Blurb it?
Yeah.
Just tell us what it's about.
Yeah, so The Sex Lives of College Girls is kind of a coming-of-age comedy show about that follows the lives of 4 girls and others as they.
Oh, they're dudes. Oh, I've seen it. There's dudes too.
As they navigate the beginning of their freshman year in college. So, what is it like to be in that beginning of college when you're used to living at home and you think that you're an adult now, but you're not?
Well, and I watched it and I just thought, who is this woman? She is so brave because you play this kind of very quiet, smart but insecure girl who came from a public school and is now at a college and is a little in over her head. And then, lo and behold, Pauline has her clothes off. I've done some love scenes in my life. What was it like for you to have to gear it down quite so much?
I just think I was naked a lot in college.
It really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like,
oh,
I
wow.
just think I was, like, I would take my clothes off a lot. It was like part of who I am. I don't know.
So this was real easy for you.
So it wasn't that hard. I mean, also we filmed during the pandemic, which meant that I think there were maybe fewer people on set.
Yeah.
Everybody's masked, so you can't really see people's facial reactions.
So no one was going like, I mean, what were they gonna do? Some boom guy's like, ugh.
No, or like, the fact that people can act so normal. Like, yes, just like another day taking her clothes off. And it's like, isn't it a little exciting?
Like, come on, I'm doing it for you, kinda.
But you can't see any of that.
Well, I
so-
never knew that you were such a partier in college. I thought maybe you were a super nerd.
Oh, no, I was not a partier. I
just
just
naked
like
all the time.
naked. I was like, like naked is nice.
I don't know if that tracks for me. But regardless, in your honor, we're gonna play a college drinking game called Flip Cup.
Yeah.
Be right back with Flip Cup. We are back with Pauline Chalamet. Now it's time for us to play Flip Cup. College drinking games. So here's what we need to do. We each drink what's in the cup, and when we're done, we have to flip it over so it's on the big side, okay? Whoever gets through all the cups first wins. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Okay.
I'm just winning. I just don't even know how I'm winning. Well, look at that. I cheated so hard. I cheated so hard.
Wait,
I
did
cheated.
you really?
Oh, hell yeah. It's all on camera. I
What?
cheated.
Really?
I'm sorry. The season 1 of Sex
won.
Life
I won
and
then.
College Girls.
I won.
You fully won.
Yes,
I
won.
cheated.
Okay.
It's like just when you walk, you're just a supermodel. It's like you've got that supermodel walk, and that's just a natural walk for you?
Not really. Not most days, actually. I usually walk like very frumpy.
Really? I doubt it.
I have to put it on.
Really?
It's not, doesn't come natural.
Really?
No, but for you, I'm sure it does.
Well, yeah, for me, oh yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It does, and I change it to be this walk when I'm out in front of people.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's my normal walk, and then I change it because
Gotcha.
I don't want to be too pretty.
Yeah.
So what did you think of me being the surrogate? Were you? Do you mind that I revealed that?
No, I think it's something everyone needed to know, and
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's a blessing, and you really blessed my sister and her husband.
I
so
sure
thank
did.
you.
I sure did.
Yeah.
It's funny because I am not only the surrogate, I'm also one of the sisters, the lesser-known sisters that you came to see on the Halloween show. And yet still I'm not invited to all the parties. I don't know why. But are y'all embarrassed of me? What is it?
No, it's not. I wouldn't say it's embarrassed. I think that maybe lost in the mail.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Yeah.
You said
My
that-
text did not go through.
Yeah. So, because y'all do have a lot of parties. Now, I've been invited to one or two, but I have not been invited to the recent ones. There was a baby shower.
Yes.
I would have brought a gift. I would have come.
I'll let her know.
Yeah, too late now. But these parties are like over the top. They're incredible. There's like,
Yeah.
there was one with all that's insane.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And like, I must say, my family, and especially my mom and Kim and Chloe and Kylie, they love to go all out. I think it's literally just me and Courtney that are like very low. We're like, I need some tequila and I need a pizza. Like, I don't need much more than that.
But you would not do something like that.
No.
It would just be
I don't
pizza
think so.
and tequila.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
Like for my wedding or something.
Right. And that's not going to be anytime soon.
I don't think so.
So because you're different than all of your sisters. I mean, you don't have a baby.
I don't have
you're
a
the,
baby, no.
You're the only one. Mm-hmm. Okay. And does that make you, when you see that everybody's got babies, does that make you want one or realize, no, I don't?
No, I mean, I have moments where I'm like, do I have baby fever? Like, do I want a baby right now? But I don't. I shouldn't say that. But I'm good. Like, I can wait for a little while longer. But it's awesome because I can play. I have all these little babies to play with, so I can play with them and then just give them back.
That's the best way. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make you see that you have the best of, I mean.
They're all really cute.
Yeah.
It adds a lot of pressure.
They're cute, but then they also, you can just hand them back when they cry or anything.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Oh my God.
Because then I was reading the Vogue article, and which congratulations, you look
Thank you.
beautiful, and this bird was a real bird, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Are you scared of birds? A lot of people are.
I'm not scared of birds. There was a real bird there, yes.
Yeah. Oh, they photoshopped it in. That's what you're saying. It wasn't that close to your face.
It wasn't that close to my face.
How did they do that then? Because you do look very
Genius.
calm.
Genius.
But
I love animals. I
And
was
I
playing
love
with
birds.
the bird,
Yeah.
and it talks and it laughs
Yeah.
really creepily.
Yeah, I know.
It's cool.
No, I know you like animals because you have horses, and I love that you're taking time and getting back into riding instead of like
Thanks.
focusing on.
Yeah.
You were working way
Portia
too
rides. I feel
Portia,
like I heard that.
she doesn't have time to ride anymore, and she
Oh,
misses
no.
it like crazy.
No, it's the worst. Worst thing I ever did was stopping.
To stop riding.
Yeah.
Now, because Portia's having back and neck problems, and it's
no.
because she stopped riding, and because it keeps you in such good shape.
Yeah,
and
for
and
sure.
and a chiropractor said you have to go back to riding horses because
Well,
it's so healthy
It's
for
not
you.
such a bad
No,
regimen.
It's great. She just doesn't have time because she's
Oh,
she's very busy lately. All right, I need to see this tattoo that you did.
Oh my goodness.
can't
I'll try
believe
and do
you-
it without messing up my lipstick.
But why would you do this? Show.
I was drunk.
I know.
I was drunk. I was
Of
not
all
thinking
places
clearly.
to put a tattoo, show people what
In
you
my
did.
face. In it.
All right.
You can see it?
It says meow.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
know.
So wait. Why meow? Why there?
It was literally the first thing that came to my mind. Like, I don't know, just like my drunk thoughts.
You were drunk and someone said, "Do you want a tattoo?" And we went meow. Like meow.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of like, I feel like it would have been a good place to put something. I mean, it is something I don't want said. Never mind. Forget it. I was gonna say like a boyfriend's name or something, and I'm like, well, it is something.
But wait, let's. I know we're out of time, but this is important, and it doesn't even matter if it airs. But I need to know. I would think that would be the worst place. I mean, didn't that hurt?
No, because
well, you were
it's
drunk.
like,
You
it's
don't-
like, yeah, right. But it's also like, it's just like fattiness. I don't even know what this is. Is it a muscle? Fat? Whatever.
It's not a muscle,
It's-
but it's flesh. I mean,
Yeah, but it's not bone. Like bone hurts really bad. I have like white
yeah.
tattoos here, and you can't even see them. But these hurt. That one hurt.
You have white tattoos?
Yeah, it's like a little white heart.
You can't see it. What's
I
the
know.
point?
My first one was a white dot. Can you see
You got
it?
a white dot?
Because I just wanted to know what it felt like. All my friends have them. I was like, I just want to know what it feels like.
So you got a white dot.
Yeah.
And I can't see it.
Nope, you can't see it, but that's kind of the point.
Yeah. Don't you do that to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
All right. We're going to play a game, okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're going to be back. You're so tall.
I'll do this. You
You're
can't
so
even see my
tall.
legs.
No, but you're wearing heels, let's be fair.
Yeah, I
All
could
right.
have worn. You should have warned me. I would have worn sneakers. for you.
What do you mean, warn you? This is all I wear. How tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
5'11". Well,
Yeah.
you'd still be taller. Okay, so we're with Kendall Jenner, and you love Heads Up.
Yeah, I
All right.
love it. I'm obsessed.
And that is my app. You know,
I
that's my app.
I know.
Okay.
I see your little face on there.
My little face is on there. So I thought, in honor of the two of us being cover models, we would play. How dare you? We would play Act It Out, but first we're going to need some high fashion falutin clothes to wear. So we'll put those on, okay?
Cool, let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, where are we going?
We'll be, this way.
Am I
follow
following
me.
you? Oh.
Yeah, follow me. Oh, I was going to walk like you. Okay.
Amazing.
All right. So here's how we play. We're going to take turns acting out clues to get the other person to guess the word in the monitor behind us. We each have a minute to get the other person to guess as many as we can. Since you're the guest, I will let you go first.
Perfect.
So, all right.
So nerve-wracking. Oh, okay.
Selfie.
Yeah.
Plucking your eyebrows.
Yeah.
Popping champagne.
Yeah.
YMCA.
I don't even know. Like,
No,
come on. What?
Rockettes. Cheerleader.
Yes, there you go.
You sprained your ankle. You broke the heel.
Yes.
Hula hoop. Pantyhose. Putting on pantyhose.
Nope.
Putting on Spanx.
Okay, you got it.
Oh, you won an award. Your acceptance speech. you're. Yeah,
you're getting it.
Yeah, you're getting it. Yeah. Great.
Hail your cat.
You're getting it.
I know. I'm sorry.
I thought it was hailing a cab, but then you went, you're getting it. And I was like, you're getting it. All right.
Runway rock. Runway.
You did it. I can do it.
Spraying perfume.
Yes.
And walking into it. Flirting?
Yep.
That's how you flirt.
Yep.
Doing yoga.
Yes.
Yes! A lion. A roaring. Scary. A meow. A tiger.
Yes!
Okay. Stripper pole. Stripping. Being a stripper. Okay. Riding a bike.
Yes.
Sword fighting. Fighting with a sword. Fencing.
Yes.
Cutting hair.
Yes. Woo! We did it! Woo! We've not met before. I don't know how that is.
First time meeting.
Yeah, I mean, I've had just about, I think, everybody
Everyone?
in the family on the show.
Caitlin was just on.
Yes, and everybody but you. So, well, Kendall hasn't been on yet.
Kendall hasn't been
Yeah.
on.
So it's nice to meet you. And how's everything? How's life?
Everything's good. Life's
Yeah?
good.
Yeah, you have it's, I mean, I say you're, the youngest of the most talked about families in America. Now, do you find that people, you have to really be leery of like how people, when they meet you, what they want from you?
Yeah, but I feel like I've been doing this for so long and I've met so many people that might have had the wrong intentions when I was younger, which is great because now I feel like I can tell people's intentions. So it's been cool.
Yeah.
overall.
So, and I'd like to talk about, if you don't mind, Caitlin. So,
Yes.
your dad, who was Bruce, is now Caitlin, and that's got to be a lot for you as a young woman to deal with, it transitioning your dad to your.
I feel like that's cute. I feel like it was the only thing I really bottled in. I don't bottle in a lot of things, but and I feel like my family was a little upset about that. But I got through it, and now I like it a lot better, honestly.
You like her better than Bruce?
I like her better than Bruce.
Why is that?
Because we talk about makeup and clothes. We bond a lot more, but not only that, I feel like there's not a huge secret in the family. I feel like there was always this big secret, and I've honestly known about it for a really long time. And there was always, we actually caught him then dressing up as a girl when my sister and I were like 6 and 7 maybe. So we've known for a while that there was something, but it was never talked about.
But then if he's always been this way, he didn't want to talk about makeup with you before when he was Bruce?
Honestly, like I'd be with my girlfriend sometimes and he then would come in and be like, what are you guys talking about? And kind of joke around. And I knew there was something, but now it's just, I feel like we hang out a lot more. There's no secrets. Like she's really living her authentic, true self. And I feel like that's awesome. And also like I want to be someone from my generation to like be an example because I think that's so awesome.
Yeah.
And I think that other girls and boys my age like will maybe see that I'm so accepting and be accepting of other people too.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously you're not the only child of someone who has gone through a transition. There are a lot of kids out there.
Yeah.
So it is good to see that. And I think people assume the younger generation is totally cool with it and understanding. And you can be totally cool with it and understanding, and at the same time it be confusing for you because it was your dad and now it's not your dad. So you're grieving losing a dad, but you have a new friend.
But honestly, no, it's like she's the same exact person. She just looks different.
Yeah, yeah. And so the first time you saw her, I heard was a hilarious story.
So funny. I was super drugged up coming home from the dentist, and I was trying to FaceTime every family member, and my dad is the only one that picked up. And she didn't know that she was on FaceTime, and she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. This is the first time we're meeting. And I'm like, no, you look so pretty. It was just so
Wait, so
a funny experience.
So all of a sudden, so Caitlin is FaceTiming, and she's fully now Caitlin.
Fully Caitlin.
And that's the first time you saw her when you're
First
high
time.
on drugs from the dentist?
And honestly, it took away the awkward, like, serious part about it.
Maybe you didn't see it. Maybe you were just so high you thought you saw Caitlin. And maybe it was still Bruce and you just thought it was Caitlin.
Maybe.
That's amazing. That's
I
really
know.
funny. All right, so you are so outspoken about, and I would think that you are aware of bullying because you talked about it. When you're this public and when you're this high up on a pedestal, there are going to be people that want to knock you down. So you're loved and you're also equally hated just
the more
because...
people who love you, the more there's going to be people who hate you.
Exactly. And so you're very vocal about anti-bullying, which I think is great. Tell people about that.
I feel like, well, I started an Instagram campaign called I Am More Than, and I've been bullied my whole life, whether it was about my peers or comments on Instagram or Twitter, whatever. And I never talked about my story, really. I feel like I've kind of accepted it because I realized that just comes with the territory. So I kind of was online and just finding other girls and boys my age who have been bullied and have kind of overcome it and just done something amazing with it, who inspire me. So I kind of wanted them to just use like my platform and post their stories on Instagram to hopefully inspire my followers too, because they inspire me so much.
That's great. I have to say, no matter who you are, it hurts when people say mean things about you. No matter how confident you are, no matter how much you have going on, it hurts. And nobody deserves to be bullied for any reason, no matter what you think of them. You just shouldn't, no matter what. So there. So we have to take a break, and we're going to talk about, you have a new lip kit that you're here to talk about, and there's chocolate dripping from lips. I don't know what that means. I'll ask you about it. We'll be back. We're back with Kylie Jenner, and I just said, between you and your sisters, you probably have every hair and makeup person in town working for your family. Now, the person who just came out, like, do you see...
Well, I stole her from Chloe.
I was going to say.
And Chloe gets really mad about it.
Yeah,
and we kind of steal people from each other.
I was going to say, because it's a competition. You're for sisters and love each other. But if you look at someone and say, I like the way she's doing makeup, then you're going to steal her.
Yeah.
Right. So what if Chloe's doing something at the same time you're doing it?
We figure it out, or we get ready at the same house.
I see.
Like if she wants to use Jen and so do I, then we'll both get ready at her house.
So speaking of same house, you just moved out of your mother's house because you're 18. So you got your own house.
Yes.
Now, why would you do that when you had it made living in your mom's house?
It's cool, I guess. It's the responsibility. It's cool.
So you have a lip kit, and before we get to that, you had such a hard time because people and you were very honest about it. You said you had your lips done.
My lips done,
I don't know what that means, but you had them done.
Yeah.
What is
Technically, it's like temporary lip fillers or whatever. So I could take them out at any time.
You can take them out? Like you just deflate them like a tire? Or
I guess so, yeah.
So did you feel like you needed to do that because
No, I didn't feel like I needed to do that. I honestly really, really wanted to, and it was a huge insecurity of mine. My mom and everyone was super against it, but I begged them, and I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell, like, the guy I was dating at the time, none of my best friends. Like, it was just super personal to me, and I feel like everyone just thought I was, like, lying about it because I wasn't admitting to it. But I wasn't denying it, so I decided to come clean and just say it is what it is.
And do you feel better? Do you think, you said you were insecure about your lips. Do you feel better about that now?
I do feel better about it.
Yeah. Let's talk about this is a lip kit. So is that why because lips are a big thing to you, so you decided to do?
I was overlining my lips with a lip liner before I got them done. So I feel like my fans and followers, like I was kind of known for that almost.
Right.
And also, every time I would reveal what lip color I was into at the time, they would be sold out at the store like the next day.
Wow.
So I kind of wanted to take matters into my own hands and just create my own. And it's like I love makeup, but I specifically love lipstick and lip liners. So.
Okay, so these are lipsticks and lip liners, and if you put too much on, they drip, y'all.
Those are my lips.
All right. Those are your lips. And so these are the different colors?
The different colors. This is Dolce, Candy, and True Brown.
And then will you do more liners?
I'm already working on more colors.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, these are probably sold out already, right? It's,
I'm hoping.
Yeah, well, they are
Yeah.
now. I'm sure they are now. Well, first of all, I don't know why we don't hang out more. I adore the two of you. And you're just like such an amazing story. You're like just so successful, and what an amazing career that y'all have had.
Thank
and
you.
continue to have.
It's been a long one so far.
Yeah, I mean, you started at like 6 months old or something, right?
Yes, on Full House, we were 6 months old. And then from there, it just kind of...
But don't they usually get rid of the babies and then just recast older kids?
Always.
I mean, that's just
Always.
rare that you stayed the kids.
Yeah.
And do you remember, like, what's your earliest memory of that?
There's quite a few.
I'm not sure if they're memories or old footage.
Right.
You kind of confuse the two. But we remember small things like being in a shower with Dave.
All right, let's not talk about that. Okay. I was talking about the show. So let's, but I wish I had done a sitcom so I'd have footage of my childhood, because I have no memory of my childhood. And at least you have that, you know? And then you end up being like very, very successful fashion designers, which like I said, I love your clothes.
Thank you.
I wear them all the time on the show. And when I was campaigning to be on the cover of Oprah's magazine, y'all got in touch with us and wanted to dress me for the cover of O, which I was very flattered.
That was amazing. We have it framed in the office.
Well, I have it framed too. That was what I was wearing on the cover of O. Not the best way to show off your stuff. There's other stuff in there too.
We were so excited. We're such big fans of you, and it was just really exciting for us to make something for you.
Well, thanks so much. Yeah, I loved everything. I wore, I think, we did 3 different covers, and every cover was your outfits. And you have 3 different lines, is that right? You have the Row, which is what I'm wearing.
We have the Row, Elizabeth and James, and Olsen Boy.
Because you started, I mean, your company is you know, $1 billion company, and you started at like age 10 being in these meetings. Did you know what was going on at that age?
I think we knew what was going on, but I think it was just about listening and understanding and learning the process.
And it's a completely different language, you know, learning about finances and branding, and there's so many different elements to the process to creating something that it was, our parents really just felt strongly about us being in those meetings, whether we really understood it or not, that we started to understand the language of the business.
But most people wouldn't actually get involved. You'd sit back, and obviously you've done very well, and you'd just kind of coast. But what made you get into fashion? What was the impetus for, like, I'm going to create a line?
We had done it when we were 10, and it was once again for mass, and it was for kids. And that was extremely successful. And then we decided to go away, go to school, move to New York, and take a step back and figure out what we really wanted to do. And that was still something I think we were both extremely interested in, but we wanted to do it with full control, and we wanted to do it our way.
Right.
Also, when we were younger, we always took adult clothing and cut it down to our
fit,
size to fit us.
Right.
So we sort of understood fit and quality.
And you have different styles, but when you were growing up, you were dressed alike a lot, because you had to be dressed alike, right? That they kind of, or did you want to be dressed alike?
It was alike but different. It was always alike, but
like the same dress but red or black, or
or I was the girly one and she was the sporty one. So it was, you know, a little.
Wasn't necessary. It wasn't by choice, I don't think. I think you know, as when we sort of, I don't know, 15, 16.
Probably 12 and 13, we were really doing it ourselves.
And your mom was very stylish growing up, right? Is that where you were sort of influenced by her?
Definitely. I think, you know, that's where our big glasses came from.
Definitely.
And
The big
maybe some
mascara,
scarves and the layering.
Yeah.
And y'all do seem to, you hang out all the time together. Are you together as much as we think, or we just see photos? Are y'all best friends?
Yeah, we're
Probably more than
everyone thinks. I know. We're together every day, probably from 9 a.m. till 12 at night sometimes.
But you don't live together?
No.
Would you want to live together, or would that be too much?
You know, we've started thinking about it
again.
recently.
It didn't work out the first time, but maybe.
Right. We thought our furniture would go really well together, and our
We
art
did
and
buy
our clothing.
matching chairs, just in case.
Because you would have, I mean, you obviously, I know you say you're somewhat different, but you kind of nod at the same time. You're connected in such a way that you think probably and think of the same thing at the same time. And when you're apart, do you have that thing that twins talk about where you know if something's happening with her, if somebody's hurt, or not, if something...
I think you get that feeling. I don't know how to really explain it.
We definitely feel it, and also, you know, we're mirror twins, so we also kind of go like this. So one of us is, you know, is really good, the other one's maybe not so good. It's just this kind of this balancing.
Is that good? So you help the other person when they're down? That's better.
Yeah. I think so.
Well, you both have really great attitudes. Just from what the things I've read that you've written about yourselves, and just the kind of things you explore in life, and your attitudes about everything, and just amazing and positive and scandal-free, and that's pretty rare in this business.
Thank you.
Hey, you two, you both look fantastic. That's a fantastic dress.
Thanks. I usually wear suits, but I'm wearing a pink little dress.
You're wearing a pink little thing with all kinds of things flying around, which makes it very festive.
Yeah.
Yes, it's wonderful. Hey, congratulations. The movie's getting such great buzz.
Thanks. Yeah, it's doing okay, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want in a movie, is people to say, because, you know, it's like the third one, right?
Yeah.
So
you think they'd be
out
sick
of
of
ideas.
it, but hopefully no one is.
No, they're not, and it's great. Congratulations. This is the second movie you've done with Chris.
Yes.
So you should know him by now.
I do know Chris pretty well by now, I think.
You know that he likes to scare people.
Yeah, I remembered it afterwards. I was like, yeah, well, when Scarlett was on last year for Avengers, he scared her. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, this was his idea. Scarlett was on, and you decided to...
How can you resist? It's the best part about your show, that you endorse this type of behavior.
Yeah.
I really am addicted to it.
It's so much fun.
Look at that. Oh, it was the best. I took my shoes off to come out and scare. I really wanted to make sure
So
it was
you're good at
Ninja.
it.
I love it.
I haven't seen it yet, but you scared her before the show, right?
It was
So you were hiding in the bathroom?
Yeah.
How did you get her in there?
He didn't.
You guys
I
handled it.
was told that there's some QVC products in the bathroom to check out.
You baited her.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, is that why you
Reese's
did the thing with
Pieces.
Julia Roberts the other day?
Oh my God. All right, let's see what happened.
And then just let you know, Ellen has this new writing product, and she went, I'm not gonna wear it, but it might probably be cool for a while.
That was the best thing.
Oh my goodness!
Oh man, that was the best. That was the best.
Oh goodness, I'm sweating.
I was really
man.
cold, and then I walked into the bathroom.
I have a really bad fight or flight response, I think.
No, because you stayed upright. I mean, you could have gone down.
I've seen some videos
Yeah,
where people
Taylor
have crumbled.
Swift went completely down.
I've done that
But
before in
you
my house
instantly
before.
started sweating, you said.
I did. I was trying to air this out a little bit.
What do you mean? And have you?
I've been trying, but now I'm nervous.
I think you look okay. Why have you fallen in your house? Who scared you in your house?
One of my friends years ago, I thought they were out of town and they're inside my house, and I walked in and they were there, and I threw myself onto my front door floor. And I was thinking, God, if you are actually an intruder, this would be the worst idea.
Yeah. You don't want to stay there.
No, and I like do Muay Thai and stuff, but like somehow it's screaming and throwing yourself to the floor.
Muay Thai, isn't that a drink? What's Muay Thai?
It's a martial art kickboxing.
Muay Thai?
A very elbowy, I think.
Yeah, and a lot of kicks.
Yeah.
Elbow?
Yeah, I think so.
Elbows, kicks.
So they have to be close enough to you. I mean,
The pads,
you have
yeah.
to lunge
I'll
out
tell
of
you,
Yeah, it'd be like
the
a-
Mai Tai's a lot
Yeah.
more fun. That's a
You
real
give
good time.
you give
No
them a-
elbows thrown.
Exactly.
Maybe after about 8 Mai Tai.
Then they can't do anything.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
give them to them.
Yeah.
So you do something during takes that Elizabeth told us about, which is...
Well,
Wow.
he does it in his own little world where he's dressed up in his suit, and he just very casually and quietly and calmly is working out tap moves. It's not even like a very
As
performative
Captain America.
thing. Yeah, and it's always like kind of a resting thing.
It is a strange, collision of worlds, but it's not intentional. It's, there's people who, guys I've seen, do those little golf swings or like pitching, and I just kind of do a little soft. It's,
Like
It's not intentional. It's just, I grew up doing that, and it's really not on purpose. I'm glad we're talking about it, though.
No, it's one of my
glad we're
favorite
making
things
this
to watch on set.
permanent forever.
Hey, you two are supposed to be dating, are you?
Oh, we've heard
Well, we've
that.
been dating
I
for
remember that.
secretly for the last 3 years.
Yeah, I remember
we're
sending
actually
you a
engaged.
text saying,
Yeah.
hey, guess what? Apparently we're dating.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, it's real exciting for
we
us.
kept it so secret, we didn't even tell each other.
Yeah. It was really a nice surprise.
Real on the low.
So it could really last.
Yeah, we're about
Yeah.
to move in with each other, but
we just couldn't.
we're still trying to figure out if
discuss
we're dating or not because we
Yeah.
don't talk instead.
That's what that's what happened.
But you seem compatible, so
maybe we should.
I don't know. I'm just saying it. Think about it. Don't just poo-poo it. I mean, you're both single, and if they're saying it, maybe somebody sees something you don't. Hi, Jake.
Hey, Ellen.
Thanks for coming back.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. I know you're going to be paranoid the whole time.
No.
Now you're expecting it, so I'm not going to do it.
Of course you're not, yeah.
No. We have to show a clip. You were actually, it was one of our best scares. Let's watch.
I like those characters because they're kind of fun to play, but I also think there's an opportunity for,
Oh my God! What the? Where's that guy? Where's that guy? Bring him back.
What you don't know is I was being such a self-indulgent actor before it. I was talking about acting and the process,
right.
and what you go through when you create a character, and
Yeah.
then that happened.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was so boring.
I wasn't listening at all. I was just waiting. I was just like, there was a cue. Get it out. Get it out.
You did do a thing where you moved away.
Yeah, because I didn't
Yeah.
want to get hit by the clown.
And
Yeah. No, but
Yeah.
thanks for coming back. We were just talking about first dates and bad first dates. Have
Yeah.
you had bad first dates?
Well, one thing I always do is I always bring my dates to my mother's house for the first date. So that's
See?
I think that's a good move.
It is a good move. Yeah, she thought so too. She thought it was a great idea.
My mother believes that she thinks arranged marriages actually might be able to work. You know what I mean? In a good way.
Really?
Yeah, she does. She thinks if she picked for me that I'd do a lot better.
And has she ever picked for you? Has she said, hey, I met somebody that maybe you should meet?
No, because I always bring them to her house on the first date.
Right. But what if she met someone someplace else and she said, I met someone and you should meet this person?
Absolutely, I would trust my
You'd
mother.
be open to that.
Absolutely.
Right. So
Yes.
you're single right now.
Yes.
You are so busy, and I really mean that. I think that you are. I was watching the movie with Portia, and we were just saying you are such an amazing actor, and you choose such diverse roles, and that you were a Nightcrawler, and you had lost all that weight because you wanted to be Coyote-like, and then Southpaw, you're a boxer, and your body is insanely good. And now you're doing what?
No, it's funny. You're a good actor. You're so good, and your body is so good.
Yeah.
I guess that's acting.
Yeah. No, we had the sound down. We weren't listening. We had the sound down, but it was.
It was such a colorful movie.
No,
so many good-
no, but I mean,
Yeah.
you choose a lot of diverse roles, and now you're doing. You did Broadway, right?
Yeah.
And then now you're doing a musical.
Well, I'm doing 3 nights at Lincoln Center, yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm doing Little Shop of Horrors.
You are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's. It's 3 nights. What?
They're just less enthusiastic about that than that I'm single.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
Yeah. No, they don't care.
It's a really good show.
Yeah. And he's single in it. But at first I was surprised because I haven't seen you sing before, I don't think. And then I found out you were in a band when you were younger.
Yeah, I was. I was in a really, really bad band when I was in high school.
What was the name?
The name of the band was called Whole Shot.
How come?
I have no idea. What did you found?
Surprise!
You just surprised me again. Yeah.
So look
That's
at
one good-looking band right there.
y'all are tough.
Yep.
He's acting like he's checking the time. He doesn't have a watch, but he's like.
He's just ashamed of the music we were making.
What kind of music did you make? Was it? I'm assuming pop.
No, it was I don't really have any idea. I don't really remember. But it was it was rock music, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. You have the CD.
I wish.
Why did I give you that idea?
Why don't we have the CD?
Why did I give you that idea?
All right, well, we'll have it.
Okay, good. Yeah, it
By-
was like rock music. It was
By
like
next
really-
segment, we're going to take a commercial break and we will have it. Wait, let me ask you this. Did you write your
Yeah.
own music or did you do cover songs?
You know, we wrote our own music, yeah.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you write the songs?
No.
Who did?
I'm just a lyricist.
Well,
So I just wrote the lyrics.
right, so you wrote the songs.
Yeah. Like partially, yes. Not the music, but
Right.
but the lyrics.
Right, you
Yeah.
wrote the songs.
Yes, half of the song.
You'd be horrible on trial. You just don't know how to answer a question.
No, I'd be guilty
Okay,
immediately,
all right.
yes.
We're going to take a break. We're going to find a song, and we're going to come back with Jake. That's Jake Gyllenhaal and Southpaw. So good. It is such a good story, and it's suspenseful and action-packed. Tell everyone what it's about.
It's about this boxer named Billy Hope who starts, he's a 43-0, he's undefeated, and he gets by kind of fighting by getting hit and being angry, and that's sort of his thing. And he's married, he was an orphan, and his wife is actually an orphan, and they have a kid, and his family's everything to him. And a number of things happen in his life, and things take a downward spiral, and he ends up ultimately stories about him becoming a father, learning how to really become a father. And it has a ton of heart in it. The movie just has this big heart through the whole thing.
How long did you train to get in that shape?
I trained like 5 months, pretty much 4 months really consistently, like 2 times a day. Because I didn't know anything. I knew about boxing, but I had never really trained for real like that. So I knew I needed to double my time, kind of. So I made kind of 8 months and 4 months and really learned all the skills of boxing.
And you jump rope. I mean, you jump rope so fast, and I mean, that's really hard to do. Did you get really good where you could crisscross and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. So I have a jump rope, and
Love it. You jump rope so fast.
you do jump rope so fast. You're such a good actor. You jump rope so fast. I want you to jump rope really, really fast. And what's a cause that you support? Name a charity or a cause or.
I love that. Well, I work with this organization called New Eyes, which provides like glasses for people who can't afford them and who can't get prescriptions.
Okay.
You know?
Well, I'll give you money. I'm going to ask you questions
You're just gonna give me money?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you money. You're going to jump rope, and for every question you get right, I'll give you $1,000 for your charity. Okay? While you have to be jumping rope.
There's no other rule besides I just have to be jumping rope,
You have
right?
to be jumping rope fast. Don't like do it like you're in a schoolyard or something really slow.
That's not fair to
right.
everybody in a schoolyard.
Yes.
That jump rope.
So you're going to start going fast first. Let's see how fast you're going to go. See what kind of pace.
Okay, guys.
Okay. When's the last time you jumped rope?
Fast. Okay,
Yeah,
all right. I'll jump
all
rope.
right,
I'll jump
all right,
rope.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Here we go.
Wait.
All right. In 30 seconds.
Yeah.
All right. What's the first film you starred in?
October Sky?
No, City
City
Slickers.
Slickers?
Name an
What?
animal that starts with the letter Z.
I didn't star in City Slickers.
Um,
Billy Crystal's the star of City Slickers. I have a small part in City Slickers. That's not a starring role in the movie. The
name
first
an
role
animal
that I
that's-
starred in was October Sky.
Name an animal that starts with the letter Z.
Zebra?
Who sings Oops, I Did It Again?
Britney Spears?
Name one reality show.
You got me.
How many letters
The
are
Real
there?
Housewives of a city. Like
How,
any city in America.
any city in America.
Any city anywhere in the world.
Look at your technique where you're taking turns on your little foot.
Yeah,
That's
you
cute.
got it.
All right, how many letters in?
Sorry, what? Has it been 30 seconds yet? Because I'm out of shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we have to start over because we made some. No, I'm kidding. All right. No, you got $10,000 for your
What?
charity.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Hi, Maggie. You're so good in everything you do, but you're so good in this movie, and congratulations. Congratulations. Were you wondering, were you like up at 4 a.m. or whatever it is when they announced? How'd you find out you got nominated?
I was, well, Jeff had been getting nominated for everything for this movie, and I had been getting nominated for nothing. like not one Critics Award, like an Iowa or something, not anything. And I knew the Oscar nominations were coming out, but I had no reason to be particularly hopeful. So I was kind of shocked.
But when you were making the movie, you must have known, you know, that it was something special. And Jeff is so amazing. And
I knew that I would think it was good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we were making it, I thought, you know, it was a special movie.
Yeah, you've made good choices. So then that was a good movie. And so you went with your husband Peter Sarsgaard to the Oscars, and who is also amazing. What an amazing actor he is. And it was his birthday that day. Is that right? What a birthday!
I mean, it could have gone either way, to be honest. When I was nominated, the thing I really thought was, I want to have fun. You know, at the Oscars, and I thought, it could be very easy to have it not be fun. And I feel like I did a lot of work beforehand to let it be fun.
So it was fun for you.
So it was fun, and we did celebrate his
And
birthday.
when right before they announced, was there a tiny bit of you going, call my name?
Well, I thought, okay, I mean, look, I think everybody kind of knew Monique was going to win. She was brilliant. It was kind of the way it was going. I wasn't like fooling myself thinking I was going to win, but I did think it would be stupid not to at least kind of think through what I might do if, you know, there was a 3% chance I did win. I just thought, like, I better not fall apart completely if that happened. So I thought up a little speech, and when I sat down in my seat, I kind of looked at the stairs and what it might be like if I had to get up. And, but yeah, and then, yeah, you know, the thing is, Monique and Maggie, like, kind of sound similar just for a minute.
The part sounds very similar, yes.
And so, you know, even though I was, you know, grounded in reality of knowing there was a very slim chance, for a second I thought, oh no, you know, I mean, I really think, I was so not attached to winning this award. I was so thrilled to be there. And when she won, I kind of thought, this is exactly how this is supposed to go this time. You know, it was right. Everything about it was right for me. Then all the parties were amazing. I mean, I saw you. No, I saw you the night before, a couple nights before somewhere.
At Brian Lord's party?
Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah, it was. I didn't see you, but everybody in the world was there. It was a crazy packed party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like all those parties. I kept saying, because I wanted to go to them all. Like I said, I wanted to have a good time.
Right.
I wasn't going to blow it off. I wasn't jaded. I was psyched, you know?
Right.
So I thought, like, I'm going to go and drink champagne and go to all the parties, but I'm going to leave after, like, an hour. But it's impossible.
No.
Because there's, like, Michael Mann, and you want to say hi, and there's, you know, and you can.
I know. Well, I go out, like, once a year, and so for me, that party was just overwhelming because it was just everybody in the world, and that's the one night that I actually do go out. And then you went afterwards to the Madonna Demi party, right?
I went on the night of the Oscars. Like I said, I was gonna have fun. And I went to the Vanity Fair party, and then I went to Madonna's party. And I mean, I don't know Madonna. I was like 7 when, like, Virgin and all that stuff. I mean, no, but I don't mean to be saying I'm so young. I mean, I'm not. I'm 32. I'm a grown-up. But like, she was an idol to me.
Of course.
I mean, really, she hit at the age where I dressed like her. I knew every word to all her songs. I lip-synced them in my room. But, you know, I've grown up or whatever. Then someone introduced me to her at the party and kind of led me over to her. And she kind of, like, went like this. She didn't say hi. She just started dancing with me. And luckily, I had taken my shoes off. And I kind of, like, I was drunk enough that I just kind of danced with her. and I really did, you know, for like a minute and a half. And then she was beyond me, way too good of a dancer. And my girls, 2 of my girlfriends had come with me, and they kind of like ran over. We were like hyperventilating a little. And then I look like up the stairs, and she's dancing with my husband. And my husband like has his tie undone, and he's completely handling it. He's like,
Well, I'm so glad that you had that attitude of no attachment to it, because it is just a matter of time before you win an Oscar, because you really are so amazing. You're an incredible actress. Incredible.
People always think they have to dance. She said, am I supposed to dance?
Well, I can't really dance in these shoes.
Well, then...
They're not made for dancing.
No, they're not? Welcome, and good to see you. We last saw each other at the Teen Choice Awards.
Yes, I loved your speech.
Thank you.
It
You
was
presented me
amazing.
with the award, so I was very
That's
happy.
right.
Yes.
That's right. And I liked your speech that you said when you were a teen, You weren't Teen's Choice.
No.
I also was not Teen's Choice.
Really?
In Teen Land.
No. Were you? I don't believe that with you, though, somehow.
But I was not Teen Choice.
Really? I'm a fan of yours from all of your movies.
Thank you.
And
I'm a fan of yours too.
Thank you very much.
And your outfit.
Thank
Love
you.
it.
Thank you. So this new show, which is very, very funny.
Thank
and
you.
And the cast is very, very funny.
Thank you.
The writing's very, very funny.
Thank you.
All that combined makes a very, very funny show.
Thank you. It's a very, very fun show to make.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, there are talented actresses and actors, and if you don't have all the right ingredients, it doesn't matter how great you are, it just doesn't work. But
Right. It all came
Yeah.
together. We got very lucky.
Yeah.
And it's actually really a great thing. Our show was created by a woman, Liz Merriweather, who is she's just 29 years old.
What has she done before?
She wrote No Strings Attached. She's amazing, and so it's really fun for me because I've been doing comedies for a long time. I love doing comedies, but this show is the first time I've actually been able to not not be playing somebody's girlfriend, not just be like, what are you doing, and I actually get to carry a lot of the comedy, so it's fun.
No, it's great, and I really like the guys too.
Yeah. Oh my God, they're amazing actors. Great comic actors.
Yeah, you had to change out the actor from the pilot.
Right.
Because something
he
happened.
left. He moved to Santa Monica.
I see. Is that what happened? He got another apartment off Craigslist?
He wanted to be near the beach.
I see. All right, anyway, that happens in TV land.
Yeah, it happens. It was kind of like a Three's Company sort of situation.
Right.
Remember?
Yes.
Chrissy's cousin
Right.
comes,
That's
and then
right.
that nurse comes.
Right. Well, what
So-
the worst was Darren on Bewitched. They didn't even explain.
They didn't explain it.
She had a whole new husband, and they didn't even explain.
Or Becky on Roseanne.
Right. It
Different
happens
girl.
all the time. And
just for one season, though.
That's right. That's right.
I love sitcoms, so.
And the show has been picked up for the entire season,
Yes.
which is rare. That's
that's
the belief. You feel that support.
Oh yeah, they've been. I mean, the network and the studio have been so supportive to us. So.
And your sister is on Bones.
Yes.
Emily. And you're both on the same lot. You're both.
Yeah,
working?
we're on the same lot, same network. She just had a baby though.
She did?
So she's not currently on the lot, but when she comes back, you bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna be riding my little imaginary bicycle over there.
Oh.
To her set.
Is it far away from your set?
It's not. I could walk there.
You could
but
walk.
It would be cooler if I had a bicycle.
If you had a bike, you don't. We have bikes
And
in
a
the lot
puppy.
here. You don't a bike and a puppy.
Yeah.
To carry like that and pedal?
No, probably put it in the basket.
Oh, you'd have a basket.
Oh, of course.
I see. So it'd have to be a small puppy. It couldn't be like a large Great Dane or anything.
Well.
What kind of puppy are you imagining? If you're imagining everything, what kind of puppy?
Just a tiny little guy.
Oh, its paws would be like this? What, like a
I don't know,
Maltese or
a
a Lhasa
Yorkie or
Apso?
yeah, something
Yorkie?
small.
Something small.
Yeah.
Like a basket-sized
And maybe
dog.
a fawn to run alongside me.
Oh.
A butterfly.
You want a butterfly
A
and
rainbow.
and a baby deer to. Wow.
A baby deer.
Okay. A doe or a fawn?
A doe or a fawn.
Yes.
Well, maybe a doe and a fawn.
Oh, you want two deer now?
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. And you're very talented. You also wrote the song as well.
The theme song,
The
yeah.
theme song as
Yeah.
well.
Oh,
Because
thank
you're in
you.
a band
Yes,
called She and Him, which
Yeah.
I know that. I
Oh,
didn't know that was you.
Thank you.
And your husband's in a band that I love.
True. Thank you.
I love that band. And so, do you write songs all the time?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I write songs a lot. Now that I'm working the long television hours, I have to reserve my writing to weekends and late nights. But yes, I'm writing songs a lot. Yeah.
Well, good. Maybe you could write a song about an imaginary bike or something like that.
Maybe I would.
Maybe you don't need to write a song about an imaginary bike because maybe I bought you a bike.
What?
Bring on her bike.
No. Oh my God, no, you didn't. And it has your face on the wheel.
Well, of course, I need promotion.
Oh my God.
You have a butterfly.
This is amazing.
You have a little.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you for
yeah.
the bike.
Yeah. Where's it? Where's the deer? Oh, the deer's on the flag. We didn't think that wasn't safe
You
to have something
guys.
running alongside.
You're like mind readers.
Yeah. As you were saying it, they were building it back there.
You're dream builders is what you are.
That's where like
dream builders, mind readers.
Yes, we do it all here.
And fun havers.
Yes, we're fun havers. And speaking of fun havers, you and I are both love games.
Yes.
And we're both competitive, I understand.
Yeah.
I know I am. I heard you are. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and we're going to play a game that I've never played before. So it's going to be really...
I don't think I've played it either.
I hope not. We're at the same disadvantage.
Great.
All right, we'll be back with Zoe. All right, we're back with Zoe Deschanel, star of New Girl. We thought we were going to play a little game. We both have a stack of movie titles here, a bunch of props, and using the props, we're going to have to get the other person to guess which movie we're talking about. We can say a line from the movie, we can make noises, but you can't say the name of the movie or the actors in it. All right, and we each have 45 seconds. I'm going to start, so you're going to grab props and try to get me to guess?
Yeah.
All right?
Oh, yeah. It's a Twister.
Yeah, Wizard of Oz. The Boxer, Rocky. Pirates of the Caribbean. Harry Potter. This is the stupidest game. Psycho. Lion King. Seriously.
Good job.
I mean.
That was impressive.
All right.
The Lion King was hard to guess.
Yeah, it really was. All right.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yep.
Okay.
The
King's Speech. Oh, Black Swan. Oh gosh. Dancing with the Wolves. Oh, Hunchback of Notre Dame. Jaws.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I don't think we've met before, right?
We have not met, but I feel like I know you because I watch the show pretty much every day.
Well, then.
As everyone,
Yeah,
right?
Kind of do know me then.
Yeah, I kind of do.
Yeah.
I went to an event that you hosted for Prop 2, and I actually saw you at a restaurant once, but you probably won't remember, but when I saw you, I thought, there's my friend Ellen, but I didn't really know you. So I think I kind of made a really crazy face, like, and then I realized that I didn't know you, and I walked in a different direction.
Oh, wow.
So I'm sorry if you remember. You probably don't.
I
but
don't remember.
If
How
you remember
long-
a crazy lady.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
There's
It
been
was a couple
many
months
over the
ago.
years.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
It was a couple months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
What restaurant was it? Do you remember?
Yeah, Real Food Daily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah.
No. But you know what's bad is when people do that sometimes they are just kind of a fan and I'll think I'm supposed to know them because they do that and I'm like, hey, and they're like, hey, I'm a fan. I'm like, good. Like I have to adjust to that because I think I'm supposed to know them or something.
Does it ever go on for a really long time? Where it
No,
becomes
and then I
awkward?
go, oh, I just got a call or something, you know, and then I walk away. So congratulations on the hit show. That's a it's a huge success, and what a complicated role to play, though.
Yeah,
Were you nervous about learning all those the names of you're a forensic bone anthropologist person, right?
Forensic anthropologist.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I did a lot of research. I was a big fan of forensic shows. I mean, I would stay up all night with those like reality forensic shows and then freak myself out and then I couldn't go to sleep.
Sure.
Before I got the show.
Yeah, they're always on late at night right before
Yeah.
you go to sleep, too.
Yeah, and they're all about like some man chopping up his wife or something horrible like that.
And then the night, just turn the light out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I always loved those shows. But when I got this show, I didn't even know what a forensic anthropologist was. But apparently, there's a few of them, and they can solve crimes just with the clues that are left behind in bones when a body is so unrecognizable or decomposed. We get the worst bodies, basically, on our show. They're so disgusting.
Yeah. And how is that to look at all that stuff? Does it ever, I mean, you know it's not real, obviously, but does it ever kind of get you that somebody's actually looking at stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the smell would be the worst, though.
Yeah. Though there's so many worst parts about it. It'd be hard to, it's hard to pick what worst part it would be. But now, do you get recognized a lot?
No, people think that I look like me. Like,
which you do, by the way.
I get that all the time. No, yeah, I was in a shop, I don't know, like a couple weeks ago, and you know, it happens. People are like, "Oh, you know, you look like that girl on Bones." I'm like, "Oh, yeah." I never know how to respond to that. Really, like it's kind of a weird thing. And so I'll just say, you know, usually I'd be like, "Oh, hi, I've heard that before," and then you move on. But this time, this guy was like, "No, I mean, you really look like her. I mean, like the same hair and like the same smile." And he's like, "Your cheekbones are exactly like hers, and your eyes." And I was like, "Oh, and then he was like, "Well, what do you do? Are you an actress?" And then at that point, I couldn't come up with a lie, and I just hate lying to people. So I was like, "Well, I am that person." But then he wouldn't let it go. He's like, "No, you really look like her.
Yeah.
You really could be her double. I'm serious."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "No, I really am that person." And then finally he figured it out, and he's like, "This is like a fantasy becoming reality." And then I got a little creeped out.
Right. All right, well, you can catch Bones on its new night Thursdays at 8 o'clock on Fox. Thank you for being here, Emily. Did you have fun at the Emmys? And
Oh, my
congratulations
gosh.
on the nomination.
Thank you. Guys, what an enthusiastic audience.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
I'm feeling really pumped.
Are you?
With this audience.
Yeah.
They're so awesome.
They are awesome.
Okay, never mind.
I
was trying to get them to
You can't
applause
milk
more.
it that much.
Yeah. It's true.
So you had fun?
I had so much fun. Yeah, it was great. It was like really hot, but also really fun.
Yeah. And you presented with Jim Parsons.
Yeah, he's delightful. We presented the award for Best Writing for a Comedy to Louis C.K. And actually something funny happened in that, I don't know, I got really, really excited when Louis C.K. won.
Do you know him?
No, I don't know him.
But you were really excited for him.
I didn't realize how excited I had gotten until later people started tweeting me that picture. They're like, "Why are you so excited?" It was just pure unbridled enthusiasm.
You have like an affection.
I'm a fan.
That you
but
didn't
I mean,
even realize how deep your affection for him was.
I didn't at all.
That unleashed it.
It's deep.
Yeah, that's great. It's wonderful. And you get all dressed up, and some people really like that kind of thing. Do you like it?
It was really fun. I had I got there a little bit late because there was a long line. It took a half hour to get 2 blocks. I don't know if you had this problem. Probably not. You like helicoptered in or something.
Yeah, I helicoptered in.
But I drove. So
you drove yourself?
No, I was in a car, like an automobile.
Oh.
You know those, right? The wheels. Anyway, I got there a little bit late and we had to rush around to do stuff. And I ended up getting stuck on the red carpet with, like, Nicole Kidman came in at the same time and there are all these photographers and they got really confused. So I started seeing cameras like go this way and this way. And she's a movie star and I felt like, you know, give it up for the movie star. So I'll just stand here like this and then...
You didn't know they were taking a picture?
No, I thought I was like standing back so they could take Nicole Kidman's picture, but apparently some of these guys were still trying to take a picture of me, even though I had clearly, that's the face of someone who's given up.
Yeah.
So I had given up and that was, Nicole Kidman was right to my right.
Right.
So.
And well, it's hard because everybody's kind of waiting, and the photographers want you to stand in a certain place.
You're trying to
and
be
then move.
polite, and then you look very impolite when they run the pictures. They're like, what a jerk.
Yeah. Now
He's
we
doing-
no. Now we know the story.
Now you know I was being very polite.
And there's a picture that I saw earlier today in the production meeting of you holding a large vegetable.
Yes, yes. This is
What's happening?
Okay, well,
was it yours? Did you buy it?
I did not buy it.
You love that zucchini, don't you?
It was the only way I could hold it that didn't look like obscene. But
oh, it still looks obscene.
But that grew in my garden.
Wow.
And I didn't plant it. I have a lovely young lady who comes and plants vegetables.
Oh, aren't you fancy?
And yes. No, I wanted a garden, and I hired someone to plant a garden for me.
What else are
and
you
then-
growing?
Well, all kinds of squash and zucchini, and I mean, that is a type of squash, though. Strawberries, apples, oranges.
Apples?
Yes, apples.
That's a tree. You can't just plant.
That's true. I have 4 apple trees, and then I just planted 2 new ones.
Wow. And are they producing apples already?
The new ones aren't, but the old ones are.
Wow.
As is
how
makes
it goes,
sense
yes.
by nature. But the zucchinis just grew like crazy, and I felt like I could have won like a county fair or something.
Which is
had
why you
I-
took that picture, probably. You're secretly
I
trying
was-
to enter.
Exactly. I was trying to like get the
You almost
the
look
judges.
threatening to someone. Like, if you don't let me enter your contest, I
Yeah.
will take the zucchini to your house.
Or maybe not threatening, but please let me enter my zucchini. You know, like
That's not what that face says.
Okay.
No.
You're right.
No.
It's
that
your
face,
show.
you should have used the you should have used the Louis face on that. That would have been so much.
That face?
Yeah. We have to take a break.
Yes.
And then we'll look at some more of your faces.
Fantastic.
Okay, great. We'll be back with Zoe. We're back with Zoe Deschanel, and so Joseph Gordon-Levitt is going to be here. And you know,
I've
500
heard.
Days of Summer is like one of my favorite films.
Thank
so,
you.
Your co-star. So he'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
What can I do? What should I ask him? What can I do to embarrass him?
Yes.
What does he have a talent that I need to know about?
Yes. Well, he can do. He's a very good gymnast.
Is he?
Yes.
Was he a gymnast when he was a little kid?
Yeah, and he can do like backflips and front handsprings. So don't shy away from asking him.
Will he do them? Is he pretty?
Yes, he will.
He will.
Yes.
He will be doing.
I'm gonna make a promise to you now.
All right. All right. If he doesn't, bring me some zucchinis.
Okay. Oh, you got it.
All
That's
right.
a deal.
Good. Yeah.
Handshake.
Yes, handshake
yeah,
on that.
Cool.
Yeah, because that makes it official.
Absolutely.
All right, let's talk about New Girl. This is the second season,
Mhm.
and it's a great show. It's a very funny show. Are
Thank
you
you
having
so
fun?
much. Yeah, it's so much fun. Just hanging out with the dudes. They're super funny.
Yeah.
It's really fun. Great. We've gotten great episodes, and my character gets fired at the beginning of the season.
Oh.
So she's kind of floating around looking for a job, which is fun.
Yes. Yeah.
For
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And
It's a fun
for
character. It's
everyone
very
else.
funny. And are they like crazy long hours?
The hours are long. I have the bicycle that you
I was
gave
going
me
to
last
ask you if
time
you're riding
to
the
ride
bicycle.
around the lot.
Yeah, we gave you a really fun bike that you'd want
So
to
fun.
ride.
Yes, and it's still exactly as it was.
Yep. And you ride it around a lot?
Of course.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I ride it to see my sister's on the lot. She's on Bones, so we're on the same
Yes.
studio
and
lot.
she
so
just had a baby.
She just had a baby. He's bald.
Yeah.
But he's got other good qualities.
Sorry.
He looks like a baby linebacker. He's like very large, but
a baby linebacker.
yeah, like mini.
Yeah.
but mini
No, I know what
size.
that would look like. So, are you getting recognized more now because your show's on the air every week and you're like kind of it's a success and?
It's more than it was before, and I think I used to try to disguise myself by wearing glasses, which is like not a great disguise.
Clear
Terrible
glasses?
disguise. No, just like my glasses that that I wear. Now I wear the same frames on the show that I wear in real life, so those are the worst disguise.
Yeah.
because
So
they
now-
make me more recognizable.
Right, of course. Well, it's,
But I started trying to dress in like, weird outfits so that people wouldn't recognize me. And my mom saw me and she was like, you just look weird. Yeah. You're not fooling anyone.
Yeah. No, if you're going to go for a disguise, you have to fully go for it.
I'm a very dorky dancer, so.
Why do you say that?
Evidence right there.
See, I don't believe in any such thing. I think that dancing is just a way of expressing yourself, and there's no judging. I don't
like
judge.
that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So congratulations on 100 episodes.
Thank you. Yeah. I can't believe it. I feel like I did a pilot and then I blinked and then we've done 100 episodes.
100 episodes.
Yeah.
It really flies by, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And what did y'all celebrate on the set?
We did. They kind of gave us a break for an hour while we were shooting.
Wow.
Pretty exciting. And they brought us a cake and it was a big moment. There were all these press people there and taking pictures. Oh, there's a picture of it. And then they had this cake and then they had a knife for us to cut it and I start cutting the cake and it was not a real cake.
What was it?
Some of it was a real cake, but I started cutting into it and it was really tough and it was styrofoam.
And they
didn't even give us a real cake.
Well, that's horrible. Did you get a real cake later on?
That was not, I'm vegan, like you are.
Yes.
So I had cupcakes separately, but that was a real cake for other people. Half of it was a real cake.
So
I don't know how they do this.
Yeah.
But they have half styrofoam, half real, so they could put the 100 on it or something.
It saves money.
I guess,
Yeah.
they're cheap. They're cheap.
Yeah. So, and you have an episode about hoarding coming up, right?
Yes, that's what we're doing right now. It's the season finale.
And so you find someone who is deceased in a house and is piled under things?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Piled under a collapsed pile of his own hoardings. Yeah.
Of his own hoardings.
Yeah.
That sounds weird.
Yeah.
Because I guess that can happen. I watched it. Do you watch hoarders on television?
And I've been watching a lot more since we've been doing this episode too.
Had you
There's
watched
a
it
few of them.
before?
A little bit.
There's
like maybe
hoarders,
one.
and then there's Hoarders Buried Alive. That's the new one.
Yes, I've watched some of those.
Do y'all
too.
watch that show, Hoarders Buried Alive?
It's fascinating.
It is fascinating because these people, it's not like they're not intelligent. It's just it's a disorder where they just can't let go of things. I guess everybody has some slight form of it. Do you like a lot of stuff, or do you like hardly anything in your house?
No, I'm messy. I'm a messy person, so I have to work really hard at getting rid of
That's
stuff.
a beginning of hoarders. That's it.
I know. Maybe that's why I'm interested by it, because I feel like I'm just a couple steps away from it.
Yeah, because these people don't think they have a problem either.
I know.
Every time you try to get them to throw something away, it's like, ooh, this napkin came from a restaurant that I once went to, or something,
And I wiped my mouth on it once.
Right. I don't want to throw it away.
It's very precious to me. Well, maybe next time I come on, you should do a segment from my house, and we can find out if I am a hoarder.
Well, surprise, we have a camera there now. Let's take a look.
I don't think I'm at the hoarder stage, because I try and keep it at bay. But I understand the impulse.
Yeah, I don't understand the impulse really. But and how long have you been vegan?
17 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
17 years.
Yeah, I'm a veteran.
What made you start?
I watched a documentary called Diet for a New America. There's a book by the same title, I'm sure you know, and I watched it in school, of all places.
Really?
And
They showed that in school?
Yeah. I went to a progressive school, and we watched it, and I became a vegetarian immediately, and with a plan to become vegan, and I did that in the next 2 years. And
wow.
So that was even more time ago. I'm not going to tell you, because I'll reveal how old I am.
Right. God knows we don't want to know that.
I'm really old.
Well, it's been 2 years for me, and it really is. It's a great, healthy thing for the planet and for everybody. So
It's awesome.
It's cool to hear that 17 years though. That's really bold, brave of you. All right, so there's an eye trick that you do that I heard that I would like to see, and can you do it?
Yeah, I can't tell. Okay, I'll do it.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
It's a little talent.
All right. Don't ever do that again. That's horrible.